rise above.
Could this be the crowning of John Beast?
The Beast has been unleashed again.
Who will have the courage?
First-time qualifier.
We have our underdog story.
Who will not let the fear stand in the way of reaching the top?
His first MCS appearance. This is somebody who's young and has come on the scene with vengeance.
Put him on TikTok, young fella!
It's time.
Wesley has cemented himself as a legend in Madden. He knows he is legit. He's the best.
Let's go, baby!
The most feared Madden players in the world.
We got TikTok clips all over this game.
Let the battle begin.
Oh, he's out here going crazy! He's going crazy!
We've got our competitors locked in, just 2 wins away from taking home a belt and the $30,000 top prize, as Abram and John Beast will be featured in our first semifinal here from the Madden NFL 24 Most Feared Challenge. They had to fight through a gauntlet to get here, and they are 2 wins away from glory. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape, see how these 2 players match up. Clef, if you look on the scales, it is all towards John Beast, number 6 in the power rankings, $247,000 in career earnings, but we know on the virtual gridiron, all that washes away.
Yeah, anybody can be beat. Now, if you want to go by experience, it don't get no lopsided than this. You know, he got 7 majors to 1. He made 2 events this year. There's nobody hotter in Madden right now on a run than John. And then you got Abram right here, young and hungry. It's a clash of styles.
Boys, this is a new experience for us because it's belt day already. We don't have a warm-up day. There's no way to just sort of ease into this bad boy. We got 3 games. We get to hand out a belt. Welcome in everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, and live on TikTok. We kick off the Most Feared Challenge here from San Francisco, California. As the kick is away, it will be Abram with the ball first. By the way, you look at that tail of the tape user. Can you believe that John Beast has 7 of these majors? He's going up against Abram, who's just in his 2nd season, and look at all those firsts. His first MCS major appearance, his first Final Four, and he's pretty good at chess. I mean, this kid's got a whole lot to play for with not a lot of pressure on him.
I mean, it's great when you get to see guys like Abram and TJ because, you know, a lot of times sitting at home, you see people like Henry and you see people like Wesley and the Beast St. John. They got all this experience. You be like, I don't know if I have the experience to even make it there. Then you see Abram. This is his 2nd MCS season. The same thing for TJ. And next thing you know, you look up because people see people like Dez and like, oh, man, you know, that was just a miracle, you know what I'm saying? That only happens 1 in a million. That's like hitting the lottery. Now you see Abram out here and TJ showing you, hey, if you step up, put in the time, you too can make a lot of it.
Well, he's got a tall task because on the other side is one of the most experienced players that he is going to be battling it out against, which is weird to say because I feel like John Beast just sort of came onto the scene, Clef, but now he's got 7 MCS majors at just 21 years old from Hartford, Connecticut. He's got 4 Final Fours in those 7 majors. It's insane how we just kind of got to know him in the at-home era, and now he's out here dominating the live era.
Yeah, and this fun fact, used to play the clarinet. That just threw me off because I just can't picture John playing no clarinet. That is crazy. But speaking on John Madden resume, he's been consistent. You know, there ain't many people who've been this consistent since he came into Madden and putting up these type of numbers with the style that he does it. You don't really get the sense that he's stressed out. Any game he plays so loose, so free, and it works for him. A lot of people can't work for it. They make too many mistakes, but you see him, he go for it on 4th and 7 when he could kick 3, and it really works out. It just speaks to how much guts he really got.
And I'm wondering if he's going to bring that same energy he brought the last time he was here versus Gabagol. Gabagol was his homie. This is Abram's first live event. Will he be able to shake him up? Will we see the Beast named John that we see all the memes about? Will we see him turn up on Abram and see if he can shake Abram off his game?
As we get this game underway between John and Abram, keys to victory, Clef the God for Abram. Start fast, then relax.
Yeah, when you come in here and you a newcomer, man, you have to. It's all about the start, man. The worst thing you want to do is get down early, and you haven't been here before. And with him on offense right here, you really need to get 7 man, so you can really just relax. And once you get that first touchdown, it's smooth sailing from there.
User on the flip side, I mean, it's quite simple. He's John Beast, and that's defense. I think everybody's key today might be to find some defense.
Yeah, and now we're looking at it. Beast is going to be out here in that 6-1 even. And Nice play to the flats. And the flats, Clef, can they be stopped this year? That's my question.
This is the thing right now. With the defense, the update we had on defense, you're going to see a lot of double Mabel. Now, what's double Mabel? That's usually when you got your flats on 30. It's like a cover 2 shell, and then you'll have your purples, your linebackers.
Oh,
my goodness.
Look at DK Metcalf. Look at Abram out there. There goes number 14. Don't count this man out just because he's a newcomer. He's here to play.
Right there, Abram stepping up quick. 4 plays to the house, showing the stick that he has, and that's going to be a tough thing when you're running that 6-1 even. A lot of times when you run that bubble screen, you talked about it, Clef, how difficult it is when somebody's running that bunch strong, and you have that bubble screen and that inside zone play together, because normally you want to man up that outside guy, and if you see what happens, if you don't man him up, you have a chance for a big play if you can get sticky.
Yeah, the one thing that kills 6-1 right here is the RPO. Because you don't have a slot corner out there. You can see right here the double juke. If you're not juking in Madden, you're not trying, man. Don't hold on the sprint. Don't hold turbo, man. Just click that right stick, left and right, and get sticky like Abram just got.
User, we set a key for Abram. Start fast, then relax. 4-play touchdown. I mean, talk about announcing yourself to the world. Talk about announcing yourself to your opponent. He just went up to John Beast and said, I'm not intimidated by you. Do not count me out. I'm here to play, and takes an early 7-0 lead.
And, you know, you got to love the offense that he's running. You could tell he's prepared because he expected to see that 6-1 even defense. And now automatically you can see the disadvantages when he doesn't have that outside slot receiver manned up.
Yeah, when you in that 6-1, you really, to stop RPOs, you have to move that linebacker out there, man. It's really a chess match because now they know it's really hard for you to blitz because that guy in alignment is so far out. You see Abram running dime here, which we have not seen.
Joe Montana hands it to who else? It's Run CMC picking up 4 up the middle. John B's not afraid to be balanced out here, Clive. He will run, he will pass, and he will make you guess what he's doing on offense.
And the downfall of this dime defense is you can't run the ball. And John B's, I know for a fact, I played him many times. He'll come out here and run inside zone split so you can show you going to stop it.
2nd out and 6. Montana back to pass. Talk about how important that Joe Montana is. A little sit route from Torrey Holt, the Rams legend, picking up a 1st down.
And we talked about the jukes. And, you know, I think the fumbles have been turned up since the patch. And you remember Gavagal was one of the only guys in the last event. Nice slide right there. Ooh.
The slide dive.
Yeah. He was the only guy that played on conservative. And you're kind of wondering how is that going to factor into today's game?
Yeah. To me, you can't play on conservative. Juking is too good. You have to be able to juke, man.
Risk it.
You have to risk it. It's worth the touchdown. If Abram on conservative, he don't score right there.
That's true. Until you fumble.
Until you got to live with it. Hey, hold R1. Cover that ball.
Joe Montana back to pass. 2nd and 10, looking right side. It's OBJ with the catch. Juke move back outside. Getting a little sticky with it. Finding his way inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Montana back in the bunch for John Beast, trying to answer the early touchdown from Abram. Bunch to the right side. That's the short side of the field. Torrey Holt, the solo receiver, to the left as Montana's back to pass.
Running back wide open.
And he's got him over the middle. OBJ to the end zone. John Beast answers.
And I think that's going to be the biggest question today. Who can come up with a defensive stop? We don't really understand how vital that patch was to defense because now you're seeing guys with, you know, 4 down linemen. And it automatically puts you in a disadvantage because that 4 down lineman, that's your user. So now you have to pay attention to the running back going out when normally you're the free user, being able to alert and saying, hey, and you look at this situation right there, the running back is wide open. He has to, you know, try to look for other things. And then you see the crosses coming open as well. This is going to be a tough situation for either one of these guys to come up with a stop. But you need that 4 down lineman.
Oh, my God.
That was really close right there. And to go back to what you were saying, you really, this game, when games are offensive like this, it come down to clock management and decisions, like end of the half, stuff like that. You got to really control this clock and keep your defense off the field.
Montana back pass pressure up the middle, and look at Simmons laying the lumber out there, baptizing him on the sidelines.
I don't know what happened right there, but it was some pressure.
There was
some pressure.
There was some pressure.
Now right there, this is the disengage that people are running nowadays. This is pinch line, 4-3-6-1 even. All he doing right here is crashing down, and a lot of times you'll see those dudes come in free just like that right there.
Oh, he's going crazy.
Down goes Montana, the Bengal. Trey Hendrickson with the sack. Something we didn't know if people were going to be able to do, get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, he's doing a good job getting pressure, and he's only sending 4. That's so key because now you got 7 people in coverage playing this zone.
3rd and 12. Abram back to pass. And he's going to launch it left side, looking for Megatron, but it's not there. 4th and 12. Listen, man, we love punters here at the desk, but over at the pods, Clef, punters aren't going to be getting a lot of play.
Nah, you got to go for this, man. And it's good to go for things like this because it sets you up where at least I can't get clocked. You know what I'm saying? At least he's in position where if he does get the ball back, he'll score quick. And I give myself a chance to play offense. You won't see any points today in Madden 24.
4th and 12. Pressure from the left side, and it gets there, and John Beast gets a defensive stop. User, we could look back at this drive as a turning point in the game as he gets great field position.
Absolutely, and the big difference in that drive, he didn't run bunch strong at all right there. He didn't keep the field short, trying to test him with the run game, test him with that bubble screen, just got comfortable. Maybe he got too relaxed.
And that's why I said John B's keys to this game was defense because I don't think Abram really going to be able to stop him. I think if John get a stop like he did, it's going to be really tough for Abram to stop this, especially out of this dime.
You got to think motivation for John Beast. The last 2 years, he only earned about $36,000 and change, whereas the 2 years prior to that, Madden 21 and 22, all he did was earn a little over $240,000. So you got to think these last couple of years being a little down, he is hungry to get back to the top.
And you hear him sit there and talk about not taking this for granted. That's what that does for you. It humbles you, and it shows you, man, these moments, they don't come around that much, man. It's really special to be able to string along making live events.
He already earned this year what he earned last year in just one tournament. And getting here. I mean, it's crazy to see what John Beast, who maybe plays more games than anybody.
Oh, no, maybe.
He plays more games than anybody.
No, maybe. What do you sell us? 1,400?
Left side, he's got DK Metcalf. What a playmaker. Left side, touchdown for the Beast.
That was impeccable pocket right there. The Beast named John, I thought he was going to get sacked at least 2 or 3 times right there. Just showing impeccable pocket. Then with the playmaker upfield, just great patience.
I remember we were talking to him yesterday, Clef, and you heard the number of games that he has played. And it was just unbelievable to think that that's how much he studies this game.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like, I don't know how he do anything else. Like, he really he locked in, man. And it shows with how consistent he is right now and how much he know about the game and just timing up your adjustments. And it's going to be hard when a dude plays that many games.
Look at this pocket.
Madden. This pocket right here. You'll never be able to catch him off guard. He's seen everything.
Steps up, steps back, steps left, does the electric slide, and is able to find DK Metcalf for a touchdown, take a 14-7 lead. Abram, after the hot start, gets stopped, 4 and out. 2nd and 4, DK Metcalf out of bounds. Guys, don't forget, Harvest Tournament's right around the corner. It's nonstop competitive Madden. Scan that QR code, register now, MaddenChampionship.com. Because we got ladders coming up this weekend. We leave and get right back to the grind, the Harvest Tournament, another chance for somebody to earn $30,000.
Yeah, Nick, I think it might be time for me to suit back up. It just might.
Clef, your thoughts?
No, man. No, man.
Listen,
don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to nobody, man.
Listen.
There's people out there who care about you, man. Don't do that to yourself.
That's a dot, man. Relax. See, it's a lot of hate coming your way.
It's like, hey, I care about you, bro. Don't put yourself through that type
see,
of
that's
stress,
the
man.
problem. When I decide to actually suit up, it's a different user now.
What you suiting up with? What you mean suiting up? You suited up right now.
He's going to wear a suit.
You suited up right now.
No,
Black
no.
leather couch, too.
No, I'm talking about
I might
his
add.
fingers.
No, don't
His
suit up the
fingers.
fingers. Don't do that to yourself. So
Nice
Look at
route.
that corner out. He's got him. DK Metcalf. Down to the 11-yard line goes Abram. You see a little look of anguish there from the Beast. He knows that he let one go there. And now Abram just 11 yards out from tying this up.
And that's what Madden 24 come down to right here. You can just forget about the rest of the game. It come down to inside the 20, inside the 10. You get in this red zone. If you getting 3s and you're not getting 7s, you're going to lose Madden games.
Second quarter action, semifinal number 1. Nick Mazesco, Clef the God, one great user along with you. Montana goes under center and hands it
Stop.
to Marshawn Lynch, finding some room left side, and under center run. What is this, Madden 20 all over again, user? I haven't seen an under center run in quite a while.
the game is getting back balanced, and you got, especially when now you already know they're not going to be blitzing that much. When you get inside the red zone, you're going to have to hit. Wow.
Oh my God!
He hit him with a little sidestep, crossover, end zone.
God.
Marshawn Lynch, not usually, no, he's more of a power bag, but user right there, he looked a little agile.
Looked a little fluke to me. A little fluke. You know what I'm saying? The way he brushed up against him. And that's why Beast is upset, because he felt like at least we should have saw a 4th down right there. Almost looked like he had balance beam or something on him, because normally the running back would stumble right there, but he did not stumble and was able to walk into the end zone, and John Beast unable to force a 4th down.
Just a little patient run there. John can't believe that Marshawn Lynch got in the end zone, and we are all tied up as the Beast goes back to work with the Notre Dame product. Joe Montana handed to the Stanford product. That's a rivalry right there. Notre Dame, Stanford, those two schools seem to battle it out. Have some memorable moments.
And right here, Beast, he needs to take all this clock. He's already came up with the 1 stop that he needs. Even if he just gets 3, he needs to take all this clock.
2nd 11, Montana stepping up, and Montana sitting down. The pressure gets there as John Randall, the Viking legend, able to bring down Joe Montana, 3rd and long. Big conversion time here for John Beast. Bunch over to the short side. Megatron, the solo receiver, wide left. Christian McCaffrey on the left side of Joe Montana. 3-man rush from Abram as Montana rolls right, throws left, and he's got OBJ, and there ain't a soul around him. And that's a 1st down.
That's a tough situation right there, because Abram had everything bagged, but the 4th-down rush does not get there. So he has to come off the crosser and go back to the hitch route, because he's expecting Beast to do a playmaker, and Beast sees that and still has time, and that's the big difference between this patch. If the pressure does not get there, it doesn't matter what your user is doing. It doesn't matter what you dial up, because eventually something is going to get open.
Hand off to Christian McCaffrey. It's got some room left side. Great blocking up front, and CMC will find his way to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for John Beast. You mentioned he's got to kill the clock. He's already got this under minute 40 to go and counting.
And the question is, how is Abram going to use these timeouts to try to save him some time before half?
Odell's got double me active. Keep an eye on that. He needs to throw one up. There's the run, cuts back inside.
Nice.
Great block at the 2nd level. Able to pick up a 1st down, 10 yards on the play. CMC is rolling.
And that's going to be tough for Abram. Is he going to be able to stop the run out the dime? Doesn't look like it.
Back to Christian McCaffrey. What's interesting is John Beast is taking his time. He's using the clock, but once he gets out of the huddle user, he's snapping very quickly.
Yes, he has on that chew clock feature. Abram decides not to burn a timeout this time. Still has 2 left.
Back to work on the ground, trying to get any run defense. And so far, it's the Beast and Run CMC putting in work. Timeout taken, just 1 remaining for Abram.
And this is my question. How is Abram going to stop the run game? Now, is he going to change it up when he gets inside this red zone? Looks like he went to nickel right here. And the nickel, that might give him a better stop on the run.
You saw there, at least a little from the backside, able to get that linebacker to loop, but still able to pick up a couple yards down to the 4-yard line. Micah Parsons making the tackle. Quick first half here in semifinal number 1.
Choosing to go to the nickel over that dime.
Oh, and he kept it. Joe Montana slides down at the 1-yard line. 3rd and going, a little finger wave. The Dikembe Mutombo from the Beast.
That is such a smart play right there by the Beast. Able to slide down at the 1. Now Abram is out of timeouts. Even if Abram stops him right here at the 1, the Beast named John is in a great position, because he's able to kick 3. And he gets the ball back at half, and he doesn't even have to chance it for Abram getting the ball and making a play right before half.
Single back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers here on the 1-yard line. Play clock down to 7, clock down to 16 seconds. As he splits Kittle off, going to hand it to Marshawn Lynch. A great gap shoot. That was Paul Krause with the tackle. And now decision time for John as he'll run this clock all the way down. He will take his timeout. And he's not bringing out the field goal. I'm looking at what he's calling out here. He's bringing the offense.
Wow. I mean, he's trying to risk it for the biscuit right here. I mean, the smart thing is to do this, to take the 3. You get the ball at half, being a little bit greedy right here.
$10,000 on the line in this game.
You hope it works out for him.
Shotgun bunch. Bunch over to the left side. Torrey Holt motions.
Come on,
Looks
now.
at the
We see you,
flat.
man.
Got him. Kyle
We see you,
saves
man.
end zone. Touchdown for the Beast. The gamble pays off.
And we talked about how difficult the flat is to stop. Just snapping the ball, but you see Beast put a little extra sauce on it, motion the outside receiver on the inside, made the flat route even more wide open, easy touchdown. I mean, I guess you can go for it on 4th when you got glitches like that.
Well, guess what? He's played about 1,400 games in Madden, he estimates. I think he probably had that drawn up.
I mean, that was a hot dot right there.
Fair catch taken. He'll take this out to the 25-yard line. So 1 play here for Abram. What would you grade Abram's first half performance, user?
I would give him a B+. He's doing good. I mean, honestly, he only got stopped 1 drive, and he's been playing solid.
Zeros are on the clock, and that will take us to halftime. It is John Beast with a 7-point lead, 21-14. As it will be John getting the ball to start the second half. An opportunity to maybe make a little noise offensively. We saw the run game get going as Holt will take this up past the 25 to the 27-yard line, and that is where we will pause for a second. Again, 21-14, your halftime score. A very balanced game. The youngster Abram in his first live event doesn't look nervous, but is going to have to find a stop on defense if he's going to want a chance to win his first belt and take home the $30,000 top prize. John Beast we'll see if he goes back to that run game that was so effective late in the half, killed almost that entire second quarter clock. We'll see if he keeps going to run CMC, if he breaks out the passing offense. He was able to find a couple deep passes as well in that first half of play. It's all going to be about defense, though, as we head to the second half here at the Madden NFL 24 Most Feared Challenge. Guys, make sure that you have your EA account linked with your Twitch account. Make sure you're getting those Twitch drops. You can earn that 89 overall MCS Isaiah Polamalu, which was designed by the 6-time MCS champ Henry. You can earn that just for watching the stream. You can see the drop reward watch times. You get a standard drop pack at the 15-minute mark, the 60-minute mark. At 120 minutes, that's where you get that Isaiah Polamalu. And if you stay for 150 minutes, you get another drop pack. I have seen some crazy pulls from these drops, so make sure you're earning them. The best part, it's all free just for hanging out with us. Don't forget, guys, we mentioned it earlier, but it doesn't stop this season. Because we have these monthly challengers, we've got another tournament coming up. It is the Harvest Challenge, and ladders start the 21st. For those of you looking at your phone, that's just 3 days' time. You got to get registered. Top 32 get that bye. Online elims the next weekend. The live broadcast coming up in November. Register MaddenChampionship.com. Sign up right now. We got halftime, so sign up right now. $125,000 on the line in that tournament. You don't want to miss it. You're going to want to sign up. MaddenChampionship.com. User and Clef, a great first half here from Abram and John Beast. Break it down what you guys were seeing.
I mean, honestly, Nick, we've seen.
I'm going to stop him right there. First of all, it's our first time next to each other.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure. I want y'all to get the whole thing.
I mean, I know you didn't. I know you didn't want to do that.
Look,
I know you didn't want to do that.
Clef the guard.
I know you didn't want to do that.
One great leather couch.
That's crazy.
No couches was hurt in the process of making this suit.
That's crazy.
I got to let y'all know that.
Listen, man. Next time, put some sunscreen on when you outside. You feel me? Look, man. He wanna know who fit is better. Y'all already know.
Y'all know who it is.
Put him in his place, chat. Put him in his place. But as we go and look right here at halftime, Clef, what are the major differences and big plays that you saw that the beast named John did to have this 7-point lead at half?
Yeah, we gotta just break down what he did out here, man. It was a lot of elite Madden played by John and elite coaching, man. He had a lot of elite coaching going on. He out here in this 6-1 defense, 4-3 even, and the way he running it is funky though. It's a little funky trick that he doing with it. You know, you can see him crash. We seen him crash him down. You know, crash the line down, and it's really beautiful out there. And then you see his coaching decisions at the end of the half.
Yeah, and I'm seeing him running his 6-1 even. He hasn't been blitzing off the edge, Clef, and we'll take a look right here as they bring up the play. You know, normally when you're in this 6-1 even, they're going to be sending both edge guys, and that's not what Beast has been doing right here. He's just been sending his 4-down linemen, and then his clock management in this half, you know, he got that one stop. And when, like you said, when you're playing a game like this, when it's hard to come up with a stop, clock management is key. That was one of the best keys that Problem Right had in his run.
Yeah, you see John go down on 2nd down. He had a clear touchdown. Joe Montana slid and went down, and then you see the 4-3 even. And Mills was doing this first. You see the pinch the line. You see, in a lot of years, people they spread the line. They leave the line regular in 4-3 even because they blitz in 6. But now it's a funky wrinkle to it. You can see them pinching the line, and they also crash that line down to get disengages up the middle. And then John going back. It's such a smart move, man. Let me rephrase that. It's smart if it worked. It's dumb if it don't. But it worked out for him. It's a real vet move, man. And he's been playing Madden so long that he's always comfortable going down and then just getting on 4th and 1, man. Getting on 4th and 1 and then being able to convert that with no time left so he can double dip. He can double dip. He can score 7 at the end of half, and he got ball at halftime, man. So just so smart by John. It couldn't have went better for him in that first half.
Yeah, and as we look at it, the Beast gets the ball at half. He's up 7. Abram never been in this situation. At least he's only down 7. We've seen seasoned vets, not gonna say any names, be in a worse position. Abram, all he has to do is have to come up with that one play we talk about. One stop. Can he do it, Clef?
First of all, we have seen seasoned vets. I've been watching your show on Twim, and you've been down way more than one possession.
Hold on.
2 possessions,
and see, that's
3
what I'm saying.
possessions,
see,
4
that's what I'm
possessions.
saying.
So yes, he can definitely do it though.
See, you talking crazy, but that's the crazy part is that's why I'm gonna have to suit up in the harvest. I need something to get me back motivated. But don't worry about it, Clef. Nick, we're going back to you in the booth, and we're gonna see if Abram can do the impossible right now. Come up with just one stop.
Well, it wouldn't be a MCS show if we didn't do a little giveaway for the chat. And it's an item that these guys mentioned was as impactful as it could be. That Joe Montana, the winner of our first giveaway, Random Outlaw. Congratulations. Keep your eye on your DMs. You'll be hearing from us soon. Getting away at Joey Montana. That's as good as it gets. Second halftime here between John and Abram as we take a look at the most feared championship belt. Pretty sure either of these guys would be pretty happy to take home that one and the $30,000 check that accompanies them. They got to get through this game first. $10,000 on the line, 21-14. It is John with the ball first. He gives it to CMC, and the way that he ran the ball to end that first half, Clef, I wouldn't be surprised to see a steady dose of the Stanford product.
And this is where Abram needs experience. You got to see how this game going. I'm down 7. I'm down a possession. I need to get out this defense. I have to make you pass. The worst thing right now is the clock. I can't let him come out here and just run this football and just be cool. He has to play Madden. You got to make him feel some pressure. So Abram really got to get aggressive right here. I got to see some send 6s and really get aggressive with adjustments to try to get a stop.
3rd and 6. A couple nice defensive stops in those first 2 runs. Not gashing him for 10 yards now. He'll flip CMC over to the left side, bunch the short side. DK Metcalf, the solo receiver, right side of the field. The Notre Dame product, Joe Montana in the shotgun. As Montana's back to pass, pressure from the left side, just gets rid of it. He finds DK Metcalf. Big hit, but he holds on. The Ole Miss product finding a first down for the Beast named John.
And that's big because gift wrap, if folks at home, if you don't know why your guys aren't holding on to the ball, it's probably because you're not wrapping gifts out there on the field. That's going to be.
We're getting near the holidays. You got to wrap some gifts.
Got to wrap it up.
Yeah, you know, it's in the first ability bucket, gift wrap. That's going to give your receivers the best chance to hold on to the ball. I'll be honest, you rarely see them drop a contested ball or any ball after you put that ability on your quarterback. You don't have to have Joe Montana to have gift wrap, but, you know, Joe Montana is the best QB if you can get him.
It's crazy to think about. We've had these abilities for, 5 years now at this point. Has there been any year where gift wrap was the ability? Right now, it might be the most impactful ability out there.
Yeah, we're going back to Madden 20. You know, people with 10 capping with like Ryan Shazier at tight end and stuff is the last time I've ever seen gift wrap be used.
Look at the pocket.
And
look at the beam. And who else? DK Metcalf picking up a big gain to the 21-yard line. John Beast back in business.
Yeah, and Abram got to feel this game, man. Sometimes you got to feel how the game going and see how the game going right now. You haven't really came close to a stop yet. You got to get out of this defense right here and try to switch it up because you need stops. It don't matter how many points you score. You need stops at this point.
CMC winding and weaving like a motorcycle through traffic. Finds his way to the 11-yard line, another first down.
And if it's anywhere on the field that Abram has a better chance of getting stopped, it's right here in the red zone. Somehow, some way, he needs to stop the run. Then he needs to keep that play right before half in his mind, where John B. showed something where he motioned that guy on the inside and went to the flat. Do not give that up again. Clef, what do you think is going to be a great adjustment to stop that? Would it be baseline, or would it be just kind of moving your guy and freezing him so he doesn't move across? Because when I see somebody pull out something like that, that's a beamer. We ain't even got to worry about it.
OBJ once again to the end zone. And John B. starts the second half like he ended the first. Clef puts a touchdown on the board and takes a 2-score lead.
Yeah, I like Abram using the safety right there, but you gotta get some pressure. I like using the safety down there because you really don't need deep zones, but just he's not getting any pressure right now. John is he's so comfortable right now. John is an offensive player. Like, if you can't get him out of his comfort zone and give him different looks, you know, you're gonna be in trouble. And he's in deep trouble right here. You can see right here.
Look at the pocket.
The pocket was great, but you're sending 5 U's from the safety. You and Dime to send both slot corners from both slots. So it's just Abram got to mix up what he's doing right here.
That's a tough situation. He had that whip route that brought his user down, and that's what made the crosser wide open. Like you touched on the Cliff, don't have that pressure, but he has the corner route.
Kyle Pitts over the top, gets over the top of Simmons to the 33-yard line. What a way to start a drive. On a drive, you need a score.
And you like that? He went down the field quick. That's what you have to do. Score quick. And
that gun bunch strong, that flood play, that tight end corner route, it does a great job of getting over 30s, that's what you see John in right now. Cloud flats at 30, purples at 5 to 10, and he's just willing to give up all these flat routes because the clock is his friend right now.
Metcalf splits off the bunch to the right side. It's Calvin Johnson, the lone receiver on the left side of the formation. Quick throw to the flat. It is DK Metcalf. And Simmons coming down and laying the lumber like it's a Home Depot. Goes to the tight slots. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right side. Kyle Pitts, the tight end, right side of the formation. Montana back to pass. He's got the running back, and the running back's got so much space, you might as well call him NASA. To the end zone, Abram with the score.
And that just goes to show you what has changed with this patch, with this title update. He sent 6 people right there.
Yeah.
Nobody came in. Nobody even got close to the quarterback. He had all day.
And that's a big difference because in past Maddens, when you send 6, you're going to get home. You don't have time to make all the reads that Abram just did right there, but you already know. That touchdown save a lot of time. Life? Possibly.
He got to get out of dime. He came close to a stopping dime. You can see right there. He just all day to throw that wheel. It probably was a second or third read, and he got to it.
Hashtag most feared on Twitter in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to win this ball game. Also for your chance to win the giveaway.
28-21. As CMC runs into a wall of bodies.
And see right here, you got to focus on stopping the run. I don't care if we get dotted, but we cannot have them run the ball every time on first down.
Yeah, because it's taking too much clock. There's no incompletions. There's no throwaways. That clock is going to just keep moving, that 30-second play clock. What he has to do right here, you got to be ultra aggressive right here and sell out for a stop or sell out for 3. You know, maybe you give up a big play and get him inside the 20. You can't let him take all this clock with him.
Got to make sure he ain't running again right here on 2nd and 9. Could be a lot of fake out routes.
Montana back to pass. Stepping right, gets hit as he throws, stops the clock as we hit the 4th quarter. 3rd and 9.
And you see the chess match right here. John is sensing that Abram getting aggressive. He blocking his tight end, having that extra man and protecting just in case Abram blitz. And that was a good job by Abram lurking. Identifier costs 2 AP. People aren't using that right now, so you can creep on players and they never know who you're using.
Montana takes the wide left snap, steps up, right side, CMC, nobody around him. He finds his way to the 24-yard line, and John Bass is already counting the Bills. 10 bands on the line in this game.
And that's just too much time in the pocket. For that running back to get all the way down the sideline, 30 to 40 yards down the field,
No first, thank you.
You heard him say there, no first, thank you. He is one of the best at clock management and thinking about 4 steps ahead. All right, where do I want to get? 9 yards. Keep the clock moving, 2nd and 1.
And that's why you got a guy who plays mud head-to-head all day. So he's been in this situation thousands and thousands of times. So he's not going to make mistakes down here. He's perfectly fine taking as much clock as possible. You see he had a touchdown and went down. He ran backwards to not score because he realized time is his best friend right now.
He's got over 100 Super Bowls in MUT.
That's crazy. He in the Coaching Hall of Fame.
He estimates he's played 1,400 games.
Beamer.
Left side, Kyle Pitts. Man, Falcons fans are watching this going, man, I wish my team threw to Kyle Pitts as much as John Beast is throwing to Kyle Pitts.
And Pitts is he's a great MUT item right now. You could play him at tight end. You could play him at receiver and have 2 tight ends out there and audible down with him, which I'm sure we'll see at some point today. So he's one of the most versatile cards you can have in MUT right now.
CMC trying to find some room. We're seeing some better run defense, though, user from Abram here in the second half. Not getting those 9-10 yards every single play.
And right here is 3rd and 10. I might only send 2. You know, I'm going to try to drop some people back in coverage because if he runs the ball right here, then you know he's going to take 3. And Beast really doesn't want to take 3. But at the end of the day, I really might only send 2 right here and try to have as much coverage as I can out there because him sending 5 and 6, they're not getting there.
3rd and 10.
Y'all know what I'm excited about? We might get an onside kick, man. And onside kicks happen this year.
Sends all 4. Easy dot.
Got him.
Underneath.
DK. And look at him. The perfect steering to just get the first down, not get in the end zone. 1st and goal from the 2. And the beast named John, his mind's got to be spinning right now because he's almost 1 win away from his 2nd belt.
Yeah, he played a very experienced veteran game of Madden, and this game came down to just John experience, his skill level, his coaching. It just was too much for Abram. And you can see Abram was just, his youth really got to him. He never changed up anything defensively. That he just let John walk down the field comfortably every play.
Abram turned 18 years old just a couple days ago. I mean, this is a kid we've seen get to this, which is one of the toughest ones to qualify for. There's a learning experience every time you're on this stage. I know he's going to be disappointed maybe in not getting the win, but this is somebody I think we're going to see in the years to come here in competitive Madden.
Yeah, when you get to this moment and you see something's not working, you got to bail on her or you got to get aggressive because he was giving John too much run yardage on the 1st down. On that previous play, he got in the red zone, 1st and 10. John picked up 9 yards, and then he came back with the next play and brought his safety down into the box. Every 1st down, you know John is trying to milk this clock and get out of here. You might as well go ahead and run it on 1st down. Even if John scores, that's okay. If he takes a big chunk of the field, that's okay. Big chunks means I got more time that I'll have a chance to come back in this game.
Keep it a bounce.
And the beautiful thing is you learn more in these games when you lose than when you win. So he will learn a lot from this game. And he will take it with him. It'll be stuff
he'll come back better.
He'll be better because of this loss.
And what's crazy to think about is this game, I know it says 35-21, not over yet. This game came down to 1 stop. John B's got the 1 stop early. That's the difference right there, is him getting on the right side, getting ahead of the sticks, and being able to find a way to score on every drive and get that 1 stop. That's going to be the key to all these games. Ooh, DK. Okay.
We got a game.
I mean, that's what DK Metcalf does. Throw it up to him, let the big man Skyfall, 6'3", going up for that ball. And that's a touchdown for Abram. Are we going to see it? Is it onside kick time?
We're going to see an onside kick, and I'm paying to John Beast right now. There's nobody more nervous right now than him. Look at him right now.
The prayers are up.
Right now, because he knows what they have to
Abram. You my boy, but come on.
The hot bounce!
Oh, thank God!
Just an illegal touch right there.
Thank God, thank the Lord.
I've never seen a man so spiritual. Can I get an amen in the studio?
Amen! Oh, my God.
Big tackle.
He can still get this ball back with some time, you know. If he can get a 3 and out right here, he still has it. It ain't much life, but it's a little bit. And John Beast going with the pass right here. This is why he John Beast.
That's a big
Oh my! And this is John.
Nice.
He's true to who he is, man. It would look questionable, but he did the same thing versus Kobo and won the game. So he sticks to what he is, and You got to respect that.
He is who we thought he was.
The moment don't change him. The moment does not change him. The pass right there. And now Abram he's in a great spot.
3rd and 12. Can John Beast pick up a first down and seal the win?
Right now, Abram has to cook up the best defense he's ever cooked up in his life. Playmaker, beam up.
CMC, who else? He's been the MVP for John Beast all day long, and that has sealed him $10,000 and 1 game away from his second belt.
The user play right there. All I want to know, Clef, what do you have to say? Because if that's me, y'all frying me. Y'all put me in hot fish grease with that type of user right there.
Yeah, and I think Abram user, it cost them all game. If you go back to that 3rd and 13, where he came off that post route, he came off the wheel route on CMC. A lot of these plays that John made definitely came down to Abram not being disciplined with his user. You got to send your user to boarding school, man. Get it some discipline. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's online, man. You can't have an undisciplined user.
I mean, because he threw right at the user. That's one of the #1 rules in Madden. Do not throw at the user. And Abram just unable to make a play. In that situation, that's what you want. You want him to force the ball at me.
You want him to test that. And you can hear John saying one more, man. He know how close he is. He know how sweet it is to be in another finals, and he know exactly how sweet it is.
How sweet the bracket was.
No, not how sweet the bracket is.
That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like to me.
You think
Look at him stirring the pot. He's a pot stirrer.
like it's sweet. Say it.
Now you said he know how sweet it is.
Don't make me stand on business for you. You stand on business.
Standing on business.
User over here making some gumbo the way he's stirring the pot. It is John Beast taking the win, 35-28, a battle just to get the win, but it was the defense from John getting that 1 stop. He is 1 win away from his second belt. Let's take a look at some highlights from this of our first semifinals here from the Madden NFL 24 Most Feared Challenge. Start off the flat route, and look at Abram. First time on the big stage, Clef. He didn't look nervous.
Yeah, he didn't look nervous. As good of a start as you can ask for, man, to come out here and get 7 his first drop. But John with the 6-1, getting those sheds to get that stop right there. And then John right here with immaculate pocket, more pocket than cargo pants, standing in that pocket, stepping up, and just delivering a strike.
How about the read option? Holding it with Joey Montana. Finds the end zone 1 play later, 4th down and goal. He finds Kyle Pitts, and now on 2nd and 12 on the first drive of the second half, Clef, he gets the big touchdown.
Yeah, and just patience, man. He had patience all day. He trusted his O-line to give him extra second to really open up these dots. And you see Abram right here. We talk about the title update. Blitz is not really blitzing no more, and just John was just too much on offense right here. This game came down to John, too much on offense, and look at this right here.
The seal.
The playmaker throwing right there. That's just letting him hang right there. That's just letting it all hang.
All celebrations for John Beast as he is on to an MCS final. He's looking for his second belt. 35-28, your final score. Joining us now, the first of our finalists. It is the Beast named John, or should I call him the Reverend Beast? Because I saw you praying up. You were looking for everything.
Bro.
Those onside kicks, are they the most nerve-wracking plays?
Not even close. It's not close. Like, you complain about, like, drop picks or anything. No. Like, onside kicks is, like, by far the scariest thing in Madden. It's not close.
Talk to me a little bit about defensively. You're able to get that 1 stop. How much pressure did that take off for you the second that you were able to get ahead of the game and get that stop?
Ever since the patch came out, like, 1 stop is, like, all you need. And with the patch coming out, it made the game a lot harder on defense. So getting the stop, which is like the key to win the game. So me getting that stop took a lot of pressure off me. Okay, I got my stop. Can I just not let him stop me again? And that's what happened.
What makes you so different, with your decision to go for it on 4th down and things that other people don't do in moments? You do them online. Like, a lot of people do it online, but they won't do it in a tournament. Like, What makes your mentality so different where it don't matter where you at, you play the same exact way?
I just let him hang. That's like, with like the scary mentality of like kicking 3, or like, let's say, because I did the same thing versus Gabago, going for on 4th and 1 or 4th and goal, let's say. Me kick 3 there probably would have changed the game. So I always want to go for like, I don't want to set for 3, never do. So me getting 7, that's like my priority in the Madden game.
And you look at this situation, Abram, he was never able to get a stop versus you. He came out there running a dime. We was expecting people to kind of run the 6-1 even. And it seemed like he really couldn't put a stop to the run game. In that situation, do you feel like it's that experience that Abram doesn't have to understand, like, hey, this guy's going to keep running the ball, the bell on this right here, or to stay in that situation, what would be an advice that you would give to a young guy like Abram in that situation?
He honestly played good. Honestly, like the drive before half, my drive where I got 7. I found an ID where it was like ID his D tackle, so like I just able to get like his D tackle coming free. My tight end would block him, and I was able to get like 6-7 yards. And after that, like after halftime, he wasn't really able to stop. He was able to stop the run. So it's not really on Abram like how many games he played or anything. It's just like mid-game situation with like what I followed, and I just kept running it.
I know you thought about it. We saw you say one more. You're 1 win away from your second belt. I know you're going to sit back, you're going to watch this game, but enjoy it. Congrats on the win. We'll see you later tonight in a belt game, a game for $30,000. John Beast, the first of our finalists. Let's take a look at our updated bracket, see where we stand right now. John Beast lying in wait for the winner of our second semifinal. The youngster TJ taking on the veteran Wesley, which is something, I mean, it's weird to say because Wesley used to be that young gun. Now he's an old head, and he's looking to find his way to the final and win his first individual belt. Now, a big special shout out to our crew for dressing up our set. And what's fear, horror, and Halloween without user's favorite thing, some candy?
My favorite thing, I don't know, and I feel like this is a subtle shot. Hey man, this is the most feared. Obviously, Halloween is coming up, man. What is your favorite Halloween candy?
Oh my God.
Us big brothers, we got a lot riding on the line when we start giving our food preferences because they expect everything we eat to be top tier.
I would say Kit Kat.
That's your favorite?
Kit Kat.
Oh, that's plain.
my favorite,
That's
man.
plain. That's too plain, John.
A small or mini Mike and Ike's bag box.
That's some old folks candy. Mike and Ike's.
My favorite Halloween candy is candy corns.
Another old folks candy.
What are y'all like? Y'all favorite? Go.
Gotta be a Snickers, like Snickers, Skittles, Starburst, like it gotta be something top tier. Kit Kat.
Skittles fun size, bro.
That's grandma candy.
User is going to bring to San Francisco Reese's Cups and Skittles and be like, try the new kids' candy.
This is 6-time MCS belt winner and recent Ultimate Kickoff champion Henry. After winning the Ultimate Kickoff belt, EA reached out to me and asked if I wanted to help design the next MCS Twitch Drop reward for their Most Feared tournament. And of course, I said yes. I took full advantage of this opportunity and decided to create the Ultimate Madden user as the next MCS Twitch Drop reward. The player I selected is 6'4" safety Isaiah Palomar from the Raiders. If you were watching last year, he was a beast in Ultimate Team. He was like one of those must-have players, so definitely need him on the field. With an overall of 89, I told the team I wanted to focus on these 3 stats: speed, agility, and change of direction. This is going to make him the ultimate user in MUT. He's going to be able to jump high, move laterally, extremely fast, and for abilities, Palomar was already getting deep inside zone KO in his tier 2 bucket, so I decided to go with 2 AP flat zone KO as his early access ability. What you need to do to earn this item is first make sure you have your EA and Twitch accounts linked. Then you want to watch the Most Feared broadcast on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel on October 18th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Once you do this, you will earn the 89 overall Isaiah Palomar to add to your MUT team. And remember, the Isaiah Palomar will also go into the high overall MCS champion player set at the end of this season.
We've got two fresh faces to the live competitive stage.
I used to always watch it, but I never tried getting into it. So Madden 23, I actually tried to be a competitive player. I have a really high-powered offense. It's really hard to stop. I kind of make questionable reads that people will call questionable, but I lab. So it will look crazy when I throw it, but I know what's gonna happen already. So I've been playing chess since I was real young. Madden is like chess. You have to kind of counter what your opponent's doing. You can't really make mistakes. You make a mistake in chess, you kind of lost. So it is similar in that aspect. My other goal is just to be recognized one of the best Madden players in the world, along with all the top players that we all know is really good. I just want to be up there with them.
My name is Isaac Joyner, but I'm known as CJ. First memory with the game of Madden, I would say is playing in franchise modes with my brothers at a young age. I have 5 brothers and we're all competitive and we all play video games. And then I remember when I was young, playing my brother and he was beating up on me on the game all the time. I'm just a competitive person. I just love to win. Anything I do, any video game I play, any sport I've done, I just love to win. Mostly just gonna air the ball out, but I like to take my time. I don't really hurrying up all the time. My ultimate goal this year, going into the year, was to make the Madden Bowl. Right now, yeah, it's to win the belt, but I would say the ultimate goal still is to make the Madden Bowl.
As you take a look at our 2 competitors in our second semifinal, who will win the opportunity to take on John Beast for $30,000 and the most feared challenge belt, TJ, the newcomer in his first MCS event, Wesley, the veteran. As we take a look at our tail of the tape, see how these guys square up. Once again, I mean, the numbers tell a story, Clef. Wesley, $416,000 in career earnings, 12 MCS majors. He's back. He's hungry after he says he had a down year last year, but he's going up against a newcomer in TJ, and we know TJ is looking to make a name for himself.
Yeah, and that's why this is the most diverse Final Four we have. I mean, we got, in both games we've had, both of these dudes, they're so different. You got $400,000, you got $14,000, man. And Wes, his expectation is belt or bust. So if he don't win this tournament, really for his legacy, it don't matter. Then you got TJ right here on the other side, beat Drini to get here. Had a tough road to get here. And when you beat Drini, your antennas get up. That he has to be somebody who you can't just look over.
As we get ready for this second game, you know what's interesting, user? Too spooky. Sorry, I saw the boo and I got scared. What's crazy is talking to Wesley. He sat there and he said, listen, the numbers might say I had a good year. I got to win and get in games, but I only got to 1 major. He says last year was his toughest and his most disappointing year ever. I see a hunger in him that we haven't seen in a while. He wants not just to get back to these finals, but he wants to get that first individual belt and get that off his chest.
And it's one thing about it, at this point, we would have figured Wesley would have had 1 or 2 by now. And now you look at it, he's the oldest guy here. And you can see, even though he hasn't won a belt, you can see the veteran in him. He's just calm, he's relaxed. He's like, I'm gonna come out here and do my thing. I know I've put in the work, and I expect Wesley to take care of business. TJ, yes, he did have the toughest road. He's arguably one of the hottest guys playing too as well. But Wesley, I think eventually he's going to put it together. There's always been a lot of pressure on him all the way back since the Kiv era. It's like, will he be able to get it done? And the fact that he's made it back to live, and not to mention, it's the toughest live we've ever had. I think Wesley's going to show us what he's finally made of.
Ready to kick this thing off. John Beast relaxed in the back. He's going to get to scout a little bit as he watched TJ battle Wesley for a spot in the Most Feared Challenge final. $10,000 on the line here in this semifinal. It will be TJ getting the ball first, much like Abram did. He gets a chance to go on offense first as the kick is away from Brandon McManus and DK Metcalf. About 4 yards deep. He's going to take a chance and take it out inside the 10 to the 15-yard line. He'll go out of bounds at the 19. That's where he will start. As we take a look at TJ, if you don't know who he is, well, a lot of us are learning a little bit about him. Clef, his first MCS major appearance. He can become the 7th competitor to win a belt in his first live appearance. And this is somebody who's not just great on the sticks, he's great on the track. A 200-meter state champion. He says his competitiveness drives him.
Yeah, his name is I'm Faster Than You. So just having that name, you know he got a certain type of swag to him, man. To state that and to be a state champion, you know he has a competitive drive to him. And there's nothing better. The great side of this being your first event, your first live event, you're already in the Final Four. You skipped so many rounds to get here. You didn't have to get here in Final 12. You only 2 games away from changing your life forever and changing your Madden legacy.
Tennessee State University, where he ran in college. You can see him getting fired up as there it is, the prize. This has got to be the most intimidating part, user, for a newcomer, is seeing the belt just a arm's reach away.
Yeah, but the thing about it, Clef touched on it, TJ has been on the stage before, you know. Being able to win state, I've seen those events, been there. I had never raced in state, but I've actually went out there and saw, you know, one of my past friends win state in the 100. So the crowd is crazy. I think TJ is going to use that experience and kind of translate it to the same thing. And even though there's no crowd out here, but there's a lot of pressure when you have to fight for a championship title. And that's what's on the line right now, the Madden Bowl belt for the Most Feared event. And we're going to see if TJ is able to use those past experience to shake off, because yes, this is his first live event. Will he be able to play like a seasoned vet like he's going against Wesley?
First and 10 for TJ. Bunch over to the wide side. He's got, of course, Joe Montana at quarterback. Throws it quickly to flat to Christian McCaffrey. Juke move inside. Juke move back outside. Picks up 12 yards. A little rhythm throw for the first time live finalist.
Yeah, and you see TJ in this Jets playbook. This is the most diverse playbook in Madden, in MUT, because you see it got bunch strong, it got trips, it got bunch tight end, and it got bunch. So you're going to see him being very diverse with his offense.
Montana back to pass.
There's the corner if he has time.
And Wesley able to get a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, you see West in the same defense that we talked about earlier today. You're going to see a lot of 6-1 defense, pinch line, crashing that line down, trying to get disengages, playing a lot of double Mabel with coverage.
Splits Torrey Holt off the bunch. He's got Kyle Pitts and DK Metcalf out there. Quick throw to that split off wheel route. It's Torrey Holt, spins off a tackle. He'll make it 3rd and short. Quickly back to the line. It's Montana flips the bunch back to the short side. Christian McCaffrey on his right hip. Little RPO action. He finds Torrey Holt. Needed to pick up about a football length, picks up about 3. As we take a look at the keys of the game, TJ, same key as we saw for Abram. It's start fast and settle in. But Clef, for Wesley, it's about not beating yourself. If he turns the ball over, this is a totally different matchup.
Yeah, Wes, you the heavy favorite in this game. The one thing you can't do when you're a heavy favorite, you cannot make those mistakes to give these guys hope. You got to come out here and really step on them early and show them, like, hey, there's levels to this man and stuff. Like, I'm just way better than you. Oh, we got to overthrow.
High
early.
throw out of reach.
Really like that.
And that could have been disastrous, user. He's lucky that fell into an empty spot where there wasn't a defender waiting for it.
Yeah, and you know, you're starting to get a lot more inaccurate since the patch. You know, trying to throw that high ball. Even though you have gift wrap, you can throw that ball, you know, have those errant passes where they just sell on you.
You see this audible around right here. This is Dez. Dez making this famous. Kiv making this famous. How Dez won his belts last year, just coming out here giving a lot of different looks, because you might be able to stop one formation. You might be able to stop bunch, but can you stop bunch tight end? Can you stop trips tight end? You know, can you stop bunch strong offset? So just being so diverse and figuring out what that defense don't like.
You know what I'm liking early here, user? I'm liking that TJ's willing to take the underneath pass. So many times we see on this stage, guys come out and air it out. They're trying to make the big play early. But TJ very patient right now, and that doesn't shake him up. He might be shaken up after that hit.
As long as he's not getting hit by that new Patrick Willis, I feel like he'll be okay. Something about that Patrick Willis, he causes turnover, whether it's a hit stick or a strip fumble.
Something about Patrick Willis in general causes turnovers.
You played somebody who had Patrick Willis causing fumbles?
I mean, I played somebody that was washed and got some fluke fumbles, and that's how he beat me.
Who you played?
Huh?
Who you played?
Listen, man.
I'm dirty. Ain't nothing about me watch. I'm dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nothing about me watch.
Okay. Listen, man. You already know. Once I'm back on the sticks, it's over for you, man. But let's pay attention to the game, because you about to make me say something I don't want to say.
Let's get to the real game, man.
Montana over the middle. He's got Kyle Pitts inside the 30-yard line down. We'll call the 28-yard line. Third down conversion. TJ using clock, taking those little 10-yard intermediate throws.
And even on that right there, I'm pretty sure TJ is on conservative this game. I don't like it. He has taken some big hits early, hit sticks and strips. I don't like it because on a play like that, you can juke out 3-4 guys and score.
Yeah,
Stepping right with Montana. He'll throw this one away. Good defense from Wesley. TJ 6 of 10 early. Now facing a second down inside the 30-yard line. He'll flip CMC over to the left side. Joe Montana, then split him out right. Get him his cardio.
And you see West moving out that outside linebacker, that Dave Robinson, to stop the RPO.
He'll throw it to Kyle Pitts. Worked his way all the way across the formation. Gets 5. Cuts down to a third manageable.
I'm not going to lie. Wesley 6'1" don't look like B 6'1". You just ain't got the same heat, the same temperature.
It cooled off a little bit in the kitchen?
Yeah, it don't got the same temperature.
But look, he's doing a good job of making him work right here, man. You see him move out this guy. He wants this to play a flat route. So this is a purple right here that he wants to play a flat route.
That's a mistake.
That's a big one.
This is what the game come down to, though. Inside the 20s, man. You'll let somebody work to this point, but if you get in threes, it really don't matter. You're not going to just bag somebody in this game and just stop them from getting points. So you got to really, a 3 is a win on this game.
3rd and 10. Splits OBJ over to the left side off the bunch. Montana back to pass to the wheel route. CMC, great read. Recognition that he was going to have room to find Christian McCaffrey. TJ, impressive early drive.
Yeah, that's beautiful right here by TJ. And what's so important about this, he's working right now, and that clock is ticking. You know, you don't want to be on offense. Like, West might not touch this ball to the second quarter, and now you feel rushed. It's almost like playing against a runner with how he's really milking this clock.
Montana back to pass. And he'll throw this one away. 13 passes on this drive so far. Almost used the entirety of the first quarter. Still 0-0.
And, Clef, you hit it right on the head. The way he managed this clock, West has to think about how he's going to manage it. Because if TJ, basically he's already took this whole first quarter. If West scores quick, then that could be like a stop for TJ because he'll have the ball last and he'll still be in a great position. So Wesley has to think about how he's going to approach this. Do you score fast or do you just take the rest of the clock in the second quarter?
Montana stepping up, trying to get away from the pass rush. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now. And you got to think his experience, Clef, going through a guy like Drini. First time on the main stage, you're playing a guy like Wesley with so much experience, but having to go through Drini to get here, TJ's already had that moment of playing somebody with so much MCS experience.
Yeah, it gives you confidence. Like, you beat a Drini to get here. Your confidence level is sky high, like, no matter what.
Looking for DK on the corner route. Can't hang on. 4th and 10.
Oh, and he tried to aggressive catch it. That's the little things about Madden coming into play. You hit that triangle button instead of hitting X, instead of hitting square, you could have possession called it. He could have racked it. It would have been an easy touchdown. Instead, he was scared because the defender was close. He agged it, and he got a bad animation.
But he used, 4 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock.
He did. But now
you didn't get 7.
But you didn't get 7, and now you can get clocked, and West can get 7, and now you down 4, and you don't get ball to him.
That's true.
If you don't know who Wesley Gittins is, appreciate you tuning in for the first time, because this is one of the veterans, one of the guys we have seen so many times. 12 MCS major appearances, 5th all time. He's the third highest earning player at $416,000, a Falcons fan hailing from Austin, Texas at 25 years old. A reminder, guys, use the hashtag #MostFear to see your tweets all night long. Speaking of which, someone asked where Wesley was. RG tweeted a photo of him. And then here's Dub coming out here and saying, is Wesley related to Christopher Walken? Is he Walken Gittins? He's looking like Christopher Walken out there. Legend.
How you even think about that?
This is mad disrespect.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, G Dub.
Every time I see him, it looks like he's playing a zombie or something, but that looks like a real life picture.
Yeah, that ain't no acting. That's a portrait. That's like modeling photos. Like that's the best it look too. That's makeup.
They look like a carpet photo.
Again, use that hashtag #MostFeared all night long. You might see your tweet here on the broadcast. As Wesley will run the ball once, and we'll hit the end of the first quarter. 3-0. TJ would lead Wesley with the ball for the first time in this game, facing a 2nd and 6.
And we've seen Wesley play any style needed when he's needed. We've seen him clock it out. We've seen him, have a drive where he had like 17 completions, and he just played great. And it seemed I want to see one of those epic Wesley drives right here where he takes all the clock, gets 7 right before half, leaves no time, gets the ball at half, being up 4. Is he still that guy? Does he still have it?
One of the most prolific offensive players in Madden history. Fine, and CMC underneath. Went for the strip, got hit. Still found a way to get the first down. As we take a look inside the players' lounge, the beast named he's not relaxed right now. He's pacing because he knows he's got a belt game coming up. Montana steps right, throws right. He's got Kyle Pitts for a first down. And whereas TJ was using, it seemed like every series was getting a 3rd down, Wesley moving quickly. He's already at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and Wesley choosing not to milk the clock, just saying, hey, I'm going to go on down here and put up some points. I mean, TJ is going to get this ball back in this half. Question is, how much time and what will he be able to do with it?
We'll see if he slows down. Oh, pressure up the middle. Joe Montana nowhere to go. That's something that's interesting, user. We talked about the loop blitz and the patch, but just in Madden 24 in general, we're seeing a lot more pressure coming from the interior. Those defensive tackles are getting home versus the defensive ends.
Yeah, and TJ choosing to run dollar. This is actually the first guy today that we have seen not run a 4-down lineman set.
Quick throw. Great recognition that Torrey Holt was uncovered. Another first down for Wesley inside the red zone.
And the dollar, it was known as one of the best defenses, but still now you're not getting the pressure. And it just seems like it always takes a lot of time trying to set up your defense. And one of the worst things on defense is when you're not ready, you get quick snap. And you see that's what Wesley's doing, snapping the ball right
but
there.
There's the pressure. Von Miller with the sack. So we saw two very different things. We saw the quick snap got Torrey Holt wide open, and right there, Dollar was able to get some pressure. Now Montana steps up, waiting, looking. DK Metcalf, end zone once again. The impact of Joe Montana has been seen so far, user, but DK Metcalf has established himself as the best receiver in the game right now.
Yeah, and that's a big difference. Like, with the dollar now, all you really have to do is step up, and then those outside blitzers will get picked up by the tackles. So it's kind of like a fake pressure. You may feel like, the heat is coming, but if you step up and show some pocket, the dollar isn't going to scream the way it used to.
Metcalf will return this to this 19-yard line, 2:41, plenty of time for TJ to get down the field. As we take a look one more time, the defender just stops, and DK keeps going. He can't leave DK Metcalf open.
Yeah, and that's just good pocket right there, being patient, waiting for the crosser to get past the zone. Easy touchdown.
Well, we saw TJ patient on the first drive. Used that entire clock. Now he's got 2:41. Still plenty of time, but I wonder if we'll see any more urgency here. Didn't take the flat route. He's
that could be a bad pass.
Oh, no,
Please, bro, I just want to catch one.
Under pressure.
I just want to catch one, bro. I just want to catch one.
Oh, man.
Threw the high ball down the field, user. Would you recommend that throw to the youngster?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'll be out there throwing books as well, so I'm a total. Let's be real, Nick. I'm a total.
I just want to catch one, bro. I just want to catch one, man. Just one. Just want to catch one. All I ask, bro.
Damn.
Wesley, we were talking to Wesley yesterday during media day. User, he said, you give me one pick, I win the game guaranteed.
Dot.
There's Kyle Pitts with a first down. So a couple little risky throws,
man.
but
Just 2 picks in a row. Just doesn't.
able to get a first down.
You know what they say after a drop pick?
Something happens.
Touchdown.
2-minute warning, 7-3 our score. Different feel game. It felt like John Beast and Abram is back and forth. Quick drives down the field. Both of these players taking their time. Quick RPO. He's got some blockers out there. One block, two block. There goes OBJ. Inside the 40-yard line. Juke move back inside to the 30. Oh, if CMC throws a block there, he's making a house call. Nonetheless, TJ finds his way to the 29-yard line.
And that button strong is so tough to stop. Not to mention you can't run match on it. And then you have to respect the RPO out of it.
There's that bubble screen once again. This time, not a great catch animation for Torrey Holt. Still pick up 3. Minute 49 in the first half. John Beast waiting in the wings. Our second semifinal. Nick Zisco, Left the God, one great user along with you. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Twitch, YouTube, and live on TikTok.
Wesley out of timeouts already.
Montana back to pass. Looking right side. He's got TK. He's down to the 11-yard line. Call it the 10. First and goal. And this clock will run. The question is, will TJ be able to get 6?
That's the question. Last time he got down here, got the delay a game, that really kind of cost him. And unable to get 6, had to settle for 3. And regardless if it's 4th down, I believe he goes for it because you have to get 6 in this situation, knowing that Wesley gets the ball at halftime.
Cuts it inside with CMC. A little precision juke move. Gets 5 yards. Call it 6 to the 4-yard line. Isaiah Polomau with the tackle. Again, you guys can earn that Isaiah Polomau just by watching. It's always nice when you can just tune in, watch some good competitive Madden, and pick up an 89 overall item.
Absolutely.
Designed by the 6-time champ. Henry knows good players.
And it's going to be the best user. 89 speed, 6'4", Raiders theme team.
No room up the middle there.
3, bro.
Do you think it's a given he has to go for it no matter what here?
Absolutely.
Let's see when he snaps this ball. About a 7-second difference. No way to stop the clock for Wesley. Clock down to 7, down to 6. Bunch to the right side. Ball dead center of the field. OBJ, the solo receiver. TJ will run this all the way down to the 1-second mark and take a timeout. 9 ticks left on the clock.
I don't like that right there because if you get tackled short or get sacked, he should have saved that timeout. You know, just go ahead and run that play, snap it at 10 seconds. You know, you have 4 seconds left to kick a field goal or try to come up with another play. But if you get sacked, that timeout saves you.
Montana in trouble. Boy, you almost spoke it into existence. The pressure got to Montana. He's just able to get rid of it. 4 seconds, 4th down. He's bringing out the field goal unit and is going to kick 3.
He could be playing a little bit too conservative right here, a little bit timid for my blood right there. Now you're going to go into half down 1, and Wesley gets the ball. Wesley really, truly has no situation to even be pressed. You know, if that was problem right over there, we would say this game is over because he would milk this clock out, especially the way defense is right now. We're going to see what Wesley does. Wesley goes down. He could easily go for 2 and make it a 2-possession game or just, you know, make TJ have to get 8.
7-6 our score. It will be Wesley up 1, getting the ball to start the second half. Only 1 drive. That was all Wesley got in that first half. 1 drive. Nonetheless, he was able to get 7, where TJ was only able to cash in for a couple field goals. He'll take this out to the 25-yard line. And that is where the second half will start. 7-6 the score. The veteran Wesley with a slim lead. His defense stepping up in the red zone. Able to hold TJ just to 2 field goals. Will that be the difference in this one? Will TJ find some defense against the 3rd highest earning Madden player of all time in Wesley Gittins? 7-6 your score. Should be an interesting second half. As we, before we get there, let's give away another MUT item to the chat, none other than Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ's having a great tournament so far. Seen some big catches from the LSU product. The winner of our second giveaway of the night, Leo King 357. Congratulations. Keep your eye on your DMs. We'll be in touch with you soon, taking home that free OBJ. Don't forget, guys, make sure your Twitch account linked with your EA account. You're earning those drops just for hanging out with us here for the Most Feared Challenge. You earn that 89 overall Isaiah Pull-Em-Out designed by the 6-time MCS champ Henry, as well as a couple other standard drop packs where you can pull just about anything from those. Again, make sure your EA account is linked to your Twitch account and you are earning all of our Ultimate Team drops here tonight. User Clef, what a first half between these two. Wesley only got one drive, but it was TJ getting 2 field goals that could be the difference in this game.
Clef right there. I mean, what's your takeaway from that first half? You're seeing Wesley, able to go down and respond quickly and get 7. TJ settling for field goals 2 times in this situation. What are you thinking? Is TJ being a little bit too timid?
I think he's being a little conservative. We seen right there down there. He took a timeout on 3rd down. So you're really not even on 3rd and goal. You're not even giving yourself a chance to throw anything on 3rd inbounds and make a juke and score. I think right now he's being a little conservative, but he's doing a great job at clock management. He only down 1 point. Besides that one bad mistake he had, he's only down 1 point. He gave West only 1 drive. He out here passing the ball. It ain't like he down here running the ball, chewing clock. So I think he's doing a good job. I think West right now, he has to be happy. You get ball at half, so you come out here and get 7, you up 8. You in a really good spot.
I mean, West is in a great spot. He's up 1. We're going to take a look back at some of these plays. TJ on his opening drive. Clef, tell me what you see right here.
Yeah, right here, this play is ran all throughout the community. You motioning this corner out. It's really good versus man. It's really good versus zone. Right here, TJ messes up, though. This is a great play call. He couldn't have called a better play. He could not have called a better play right here. You see him motion this guy in on this corner out. It's hard to press him like this because he gets this motion right here. And you can see, just look at the route right here. DK does a great job. Stem him. He's open. He's open right here. This is a catch. For some reason, he holds triangle. He goes for the aggressive catch right there instead of racking that or you rack it with square possession, catch it with X. If he does any of those things, that's a touchdown. And this game would be totally different right now.
And that's something where you kind of take away, is that nerves? Because you would think a guy like TJ, he's going to rack that right there and make that an easy dot.
Yeah, you think it is nerve because that's open. That is an open. A lot of times you go for the ag, it's because it's not open.
And he knows better. Otherwise, he wouldn't be where he's at right now.
Yeah, and those type of plays, those right there, those are the ones when you lose a game, they keep you up all night because you get 7 right there. It's 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
You're up 3 instead of this predicament right here.
And we'll take a look right here at Wesley's first opening touchdown. Clef, what are we seeing right here?
Yeah, and this has killed Dollar for so many years now. This is the one thing, especially with this new patch, Dollar really doesn't have that much pressure anymore. And this play right here, this is vertical. This is probably the best play in Madden out of bunch. And you can see right here, he just picks on a user right here. It's immaculate patience. It takes so much patience right here and pocket to even wait on this route right here. He picking on the user right now because he got CMC. He got him on this angle route right here. This would beat man. And you see the tackle does a great job. Look how he step up and be patient. He don't rush the throw to the running back. He wait for DK Metcalf, the cross, and deliver a strike, man. It's just, that was amazing pocket, amazing patience to get 7. Because you got to think, if West get 3 right there, it's 3-6 with 1 possession.
But Wesley, being a seasoned veteran, he understands what has cost him championships. I always hear Skimbo say this all the time. You're never going to win a belt kicking 3. You got to get 7. That's one major thing. You talked about it with the beast named John. Hey, why are you going for it? He says, hey, I got to get 7. TJ has to get that mindset in this situation. Settling for 3, you're not going to be able to win these games because everyone understands the pressure. They're going to get 7, whether it's being on 4th down. You have to learn this is the biggest moment in your life. You're not going to get a chance to do it over. Let it hang. And we got one more play, Clef, that you saw with TJ right here on offense in this situation right before half on that third and goal with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, and this really bothers you as a Madden head, football head, whatever you are, just knowing the situation right here. He let this clock run all the way down to 9 seconds. And what did he do? He called it his last time out. So what you do right here, you make it impossible to throw any, and we know how good jukes are. They're great right now. You make it impossible to throw anything in bounds right here. Like it has to be something, it has to be a touchdown right here. Instead of giving me a chance to make a play. So you see right here, we roll this play right here. And this is a great stand by West. We know this is how you win in Madden 24. Get him down here and stand up strong for yourself. He had to run it back early, but he can't throw that. He can't get tackled in bounds. And right here, a great shed. We know that 6-1 even. It has the best sheds in the game with that disengage, pinching that line, crashing down, and really a huge stop for West right there.
Yeah, right there in that situation. Everything covered. Almost got sacked and wasn't able to get 3. Luckily for him, Joe Montana got that ball out and was able to save him the clock, because burning that timeout could have really cost him. I feel like that was a major mistake by TJ. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him. And right now, he's in the toughest situation because he's down 1, but he needs to come up with a stop. Wesley could end up milking this game out. Depends on how he's going to run this. But I don't think Wesley, right now, that's his mindset. I think he's just going to go down and get 7 and play his game.
Yeah, the clock right now is not important. And you see, especially with how TJ is milking this clock, you really don't care because he could clock himself right now.
Correct.
Because if he go down and get 7, you're going to be up 8. So if you want to take all the clock, go ahead. You know, the clock is on your favor. As long as you get enough possessions, you're good from West's standpoint. The biggest thing right now, coming out, getting 7, going up 8, and you really put pressure on TJ to speed up his offense.
Absolutely. Listen, great first half. Y'all out there on Twitter, Twitch, let me know who you think is going to come away with this one. Wesley at 1 point, hashtag most feared. Back to you, Nick, in the booth.
Hey, reminder, guys, gotta give some love to the Madden Mobile guys. The game you love on the go. Download Madden NFL 24 Mobile today and build your ultimate team of NFL superstars from anywhere, all in the palm of your hands. Big shout out to the Madden Mobile community out there. Shout out to Madden Mobile Nick and the guys out there rocking Madden Mobile. Well, we got an interesting tweet in here, gentlemen. Take a look at your screens. There's one great user, Mud.gg. Rockets
crazy.
Out there.
Rockets,
I
that's
don't know if
crazy.
Rockets or Whizzle, but somebody's out there.
Rockets, that's crazy. We're going to have to put this on Rockets because there's no way. I don't care if it was Whizzle that made this up. Rockets had to get the approval. Brother, I expect better from you. We family. That's crazy. The leather couch is me?
Clef lied to me. Clef said that no couches were hurt in the making of that outfit. I'm seeing some couches hurt.
Well, that's what he told me. He assured me, hey, look, brother, no couches was hurt in this process. I promise I didn't get it from that. But then I told him, I have not seen your studio couch in a long time.
That's crazy.
I ain't seen
He had
it
a
in
lot of
long
chairs
time.
in that man cave.
Where it's been at?
Uh-oh.
And now he just pop up with a leather suit like nothing happened?
Isn't that crazy?
I can't go for that.
I mean, first off, is it not fresh?
You fresh.
Thank you.
You fresh.
You know what I'm saying?
You hot too, though.
I actually was inspired by Eddie Murphy Raw, and I said, you know what? It's most feared. Why not come out here stepping like that? You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. I did take the leather off the couch. I did.
I mean, you say you were inspired by Eddie Murphy Raw. I think you're more inspired by Ethan Allen, but whatever. Second half action here from Redwood City, California. It is Wesley battling TJ. Wesley only had 1 drive in that first half, but he has the 1 point lead. And Clef, you mentioned this is a big drive for Wes. Got to go up 8, get your points, and then you're in firm control.
Yeah, this is the biggest drive of the game right here. Like, when you expect Wes to come out here and put his foot on the gas and really, really try to sell out to get 7 right here. Because with the way TJ been playing offense, he's been so methodical that being down 8, he's going to have to change the way he's playing.
Back to pass, stepping right, throwing right. He's got the wheel route. It's Kyle Pitts with the catch. Juke move back inside to the 35-yard line. They'll call it the 36. Either way, big gain for Wesley Gittins.
And this is a lot of people out there in the community, people watching Madden, they say, what is the difference between gun bunch regular and bunch offset? You see bunch offset, this is where everybody's running. It has double post in it. Double post it's one of the best plays in the game, and it's stock. So you just come out here and snap the ball.
Being able to quick snap in that double post, that outside circle receiver or B receiver, depending on what system you're on, out the bunch, that's a perfect man beater, and it's very tough to stop.
Montana throwing it right side. DK Metcalf. DK's going to have to legally change his name to TD, the amount of time he's spending in the end zone.
Yeah, that is such a chess match move by West. TJ was doing that all the first half, manning up his safety to the slot receiver, manning up his linebacker to the tight end. He was playing a lot of man in the first half, and West called that at the right time, calling that corner route with that street and with that out route to pull his zone down.
And right here, we're going to see if TJ can pick up his pace, because we touched on it at half. Is he going to clock himself out this game? We've seen it done before as we take a look back at this replay. Great play call by Wesley, hitting him on that corner route. And that's what you want to see. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I don't want to think and be methodical. This guy right now, he want to milk. Let him go ahead and milk this game.
If TJ goes down the field and gets another field goal, he might need a little therapy. He's going to have to lay on the couch and talk to somebody about this.
Wow, that's crazy, Nick. I mean, you know, Nick, you know I'm only let you fire a couple more shots before I come your way now.
I got a lot of distance here. With only 3 people, I got a lot of distance. User's not sitting next to me anymore.
But not, I mean, right before half, we was expecting TJ to go for it and try to get 6. I don't think he's going to kick another 3, Nick. I mean, it's impossible.
He has to get 7.
He has to get 7. Go for it on 4th. Even if you get stopped, you got to get 7.
I mean, at this point, you got to get 8.
Yeah, I mean, because if he's kicking 3, now I'm worried about the point spread. I'm trying to see what's going on.
What happened?
Where we, you know what I'm saying? Where is the money line at? Is it on DraftKings? Where's that? What's going on?
14-6 the score. Montana back to pass. TJ stepping left. He's looking for that corner route again. Missed him the first time. Doesn't miss him this time. DK Metcalf out of bounds at the 31.
Yeah, TJ doing a great job right here at just attacking. You hear Wes asking over a 30. He's doing a great job at attacking them 30-yard flats right here. Like I said, when they running 6-1 even, you're going to see double May, but it's cover 2 pretty much all game. So you come out here and you run corner routes that get deep in this slot. It's a lot of them in this Jets playbooks that get over 30s.
Any corner routes and bunch offset to get over 30, Cliff?
I don't know. You asked me the same question yesterday.
No, I know.
I didn't answer for you either.
No. I was asking for the chat. That's what they was asking.
Chat's wondering.
For the chat, do they have any bunch route to get over 30 out of bunch offset?
Yeah. That's what the chat was wondering.
By the way, big shout out to
the Eagles book. That's what they was wondering.
You're not at.
I'm asking for the chat.
Man, you asking for you just.
No, I got the chat right here on my phone. Come on, man.
Pressure sends 6. Look for Pitt over the top. High throw, but cannot get it to the.
Oh, this is crazy.
The big tight end. TJ can't believe he's not dancing in the end zone for 6.
Shit.
Audible in the tight.
CMC on the right hip of Montana. This time Wesley only sends 3. He's been sending 6 the last couple plays. And he's still in trouble. That might be the most pressure he got, just sending 3. Von Miller with the sack. He'll lose a yard. Another 3rd and long inside the 20-yard line.
And you see Wes, and Mills made this famous. You see Wes using this DN in 6-1 even. That's why you have the fast DN. So it allows him to have another guy in coverage, have that Patrick Willis in coverage, still send 3, but you still can hit the line and get back to the routes with a Micah Parsons, with a Khalil Mack, with a Von Miller.
Back to the bunch. This time a 4-man rush from Wesley. Good interior spin move. He's got OBJ open left side. First down to the 13-yard line, 4th and 6.
And here we go.
He's not bringing out the field goal unit this time.
Nah, he understands what's on the line. If he didn't understand in the first half, he understands it right
Could this be the ball game? This play could decide the game.
This is the game because we haven't seen anything TJ coming close to a stop right now. You know, Wes look comfortable.
Goes to trips.
Defense.
Mm-hmm.
Solo tight end left side of the formation, trips to the wide side. 3-man rush from Wesley. Montana throws it. A curl route to Metcalf. What a route design and what a catch from the Ole Miss product.
And that right there, that's just practice. That's just Joe Montana.
He knew what the route was. He knew it was going to get open.
You know, you hear coaches in the NFL saying a quarterback can't play in the NFL if they don't anticipate windows. That right there, that was just faith. He just anticipated that.
Cliff, I don't know about you, but I always felt like the curl route is just a nasty route.
It's body.
It's a nasty route.
Especially this year.
I mean, it's like, come on, man, you're going to run a curl. And the curls have always worked. They've never not worked.
Stretch run for CMC. Nowhere to go. You know what that throw reminded me of? I'm watching in the prime Aaron Rodgers throwing to Devontae Adams. He would just throw it, and Adams would just know that ball was coming. Didn't matter what the route was. It would just appear there.
Just a trusted throw, and that's
George Kittle open in the end zone. He finally gets 6.
Live?
A lot of it. And he scored with good amount of time left. It's enough time right here where he got a chance where he doesn't get clocked right here. You know, if he scored this in the 4th quarter, that's a great chance that West's going to take all that time.
He's going for 2. Montana. Audibles to trips. Overload on the left side. Not a lot of corners over there.
Bubble.
CMC on the right hip. Throws it in route, picked off. Derwin James with the interception, and it will stay a 2-point game.
We got it.
Looks for the quick in from the left side. Wesley had it read the whole way.
Yeah, and I think he just threw that a little too early. You know, his guy got bumped. He just threw it a little too early. If he waited another second, or even throw it to the triangle who was on the street. Triangle was wide open.
Look one more time. The Los Angeles Charger, Derwin James Jr. jumping the route, and you see TJ. He knew that was a big moment. Could be tied. Instead, he's going to be down 2. And now he's got to find a stop.
Oh, God. Does he have Omaha? Omaha activated? He had a pregnant grandmother. He need him right now.
He got
now, I would like to.
He got Pro Read. So he basically he has Fearless, and it's gonna light up. You know, tell you what the receiver is open.
The open receiver. Yeah. 2nd and 8 as we head to the 4th quarter. 4's up in the chat. 14-12. Wesley with the lead and the ball, looking to close out a semifinal victory. Stepping Montana, he's got all sorts of room, all sorts of pocket. He picks up a 1st down with the Notre Dame product.
Yeah, and that's the problem with these 3-down line sets. This game, 4-down line, the sheds are just way better. You know, when you come out here in dollar and you really can't get pressure, everything is wide open.
Speaking of wide open, DK Metcalf. I mean, is it any surprise usually to see Wesley's 9 of 10 for 174 and 2 touchdowns? 90% completion rate.
Wesley is one of the best offensive guys we've had in the MCS for a long time. So, no, it's not surprising.
But Wes has a dilemma right here. Do you try to milk this and just end this game? Or do you try to go fast? You know, right here, I would like to see how he plays this out because he could take all this clock if he wanted to.
Stepping left with Joey Montana. I'll throw this one away. 3:38 remaining in semifinal number 2. And I know, Clef, you know John Beast is back there, and he is dissecting every ounce of both of these guys' offense because we don't know who's going to come out of this one yet.
And that's why you love playing first, man, because when you're playing second, you got to focus on your game. Like, you can't be sitting here scouting. Playing first give you that advantage where you can sit here and really focus on the game before you.
Are we going to get an illegal forward pass? We are. 3rd and 15.
Oh, man.
TJ got to come over to stop for his life right now.
That's a gift right there because that was a 1st down taken away.
Oh, he has a perfect play call.
4-man rush. Good user on the angle route. Throws away 4th and 15. What does Wesley do here?
That's perfect defense. And he has to take 3, but this is the scariest thing in Madden, man. You down, you're going to be
You're
up
giving
5.
it to TJ up 5.
And he has shown you that he is cool with throwing checkdowns and running all the clock. So there's a chance.
And throwing a curl.
Yeah, and you don't want to be on, in Madden 24, you don't want to be on defense with $10,000 on the line. An extra $10,000.
And how much do you think that, I mean, just that curl route alone, 4th down, needs a conversion, able to complete that to the 1-yard line. How much confidence do you think that gave to TJ? I know he says he's not nervous, he's a competitive guy, but that's got to give you a lift when you're able to throw a big play right there when you needed it.
And TJ, that was a huge stop on that 3rd and 15. Obviously, Wesley thought TJ was in zone. That's why he ran verticals. TJ was in man, and Clef said, oh, this is a perfect play call for that defense because we know verticals is not a man beater.
I would have tried, man.
You're missing Reese right here. You don't like to see this on your go-up drive. It's your money drive. This what the game, nothing to this point matters. You got a chance to win this game. You need to be your best right here. No matter how shaky you were early, you can't miss Reese right here. He had a drag wide open for a 1st down. See if he can settle in.
The other thing, Wesley saw that he had a drag wide open, and he's going to counter that. He's going to find a way to not leave that same route open. 2nd and 10 for TJ, pressure up the middle, but he's able to deliver a beam. DK Metcalf to the 43-yard line. Already 31 pass attempts for TJ, and he's in business just shy of midfield as the clock runs under 3 minutes to go.
What's your gut saying? What's your gut saying right now?
I don't even know right here.
I'm gonna tell you what my gut is saying. I'm gonna just be honest.
Go on a little bit. You like to play
both
both sides. You like to play both sides. So
I'm gonna just be honest.
Stand on business.
My gut. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on business right here. My gut is saying Wesley played a great game and he threw it away. That's what my gut is saying. Somehow, some way, it just feels like TJ's gonna put a drive together and he's gonna get 7 and West just
got DK Metcalf.
he's not gonna get a stop.
Another 1st down. Chat, what do you think? I'm going to pull a real RG move. This was RG's favorite thing to do. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think TJ completes the comeback and wins it. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're riding with Wesley Gittins. Let's see that chat rolling. Again, remember, guys, use that hashtag #MostFeared on Twitter. You might see your tweet live on the air. Appreciate everybody out there tweeting about the show. Hope you guys are enjoying what is the first of 4 monthly challenges. You're going to see one every month up until the Madden Bowl. 2-minute warning, and this is how you know TJ's already thinking about it. As a young player, he's got clock in mind. He is running the ball. Question is, can he cash in for 6?
And I love what he's doing right here. I love what he's doing. This game got to end with me on offense. Whether I don't get it on 4th down or what, I can't give him this ball back. You know, you don't want to give him any hope, any life. You want to end this game with around 20 seconds left in the game with you on offense. So I like the dinking and dunking and not trying to score fast.
And what about Wes burning his timeouts right now?
Oh, that's he's got Pitts over.
Bro, he can't throw a fucking pick.
Over the top, the defender stood there and watched it like it was an art exhibit. And Kyle Pitts makes the diving catch.
Damn, bro.
TJ to the 25-yard line.
It's crazy. Paul Krause, the interception king, letting that ball go right over his head.
You know, sometimes when things happen, it's just like maybe it's just not my time. When certain things happen, you just wonder, maybe it's just not my time.
That's what I'm saying. And, you know, I hate that Wes burned his timeout so early. If I'm Wes, I'll try to put the pressure on him and let him, you know, can we, you know, I'll try to let TJ, you know, manage the clock and see what he does with his timeout. I really wouldn't burn it till he get down to 30 and 40 seconds because even if TJ scores, you still have a chance to go down and kick 3 if you have your timeout.
Yeah, and I think those are frustration timeouts because you let him clock himself. You allow him to clock himself, especially with him being this far away. He's still got 25 yards to go. If he's inside the 10, okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
Montana finds OBJ. First down, going for the strip to the 13-yard line. Drive not over yet. This is where TJ has struggled. He only got 1 touchdown on the day. Can Wesley lock up here inside the 13-yard line?
Chat, this is a $20,000 drive right here. This is a big drive for both of these players. Winner gonna make at least $20K. And we on a money drive for the game?
Money drive.
The definition of money drive.
It's the definition of a money drive.
He's going to hand this ball off here. I wonder if Wesley, if I was him, I would just try to run commit right here because even if he scores, you have time.
Oh, my. And this is
2nd and short. What a perfect tackle.
The first live event, man, this is so impressive the way he managing this right here. He managing this so perfect right here. You don't even want to score yet. You want to score.
You want to get to the 1-yard line.
You want to get to the 1. You want to get another first down right here. And then you want to score because there's nothing he's going to be able to do.
Do you think about run committing here?
You have to. You got to get crazy aggressive right here.
I'm going crazy. I'm blitzing safeties. I'm spying them. I'm doing anything I can.
Didn't get it. 3rd and short. Biggest thing that TJ did in this game, though, and it's not over yet. We don't know how it's going to end, but he kept the ball out of Wesley's hands. A guy who's so prolific on offense, using that entire first quarter, and now using basically the entirety of the 4th quarter. 20 seconds left. Goes to goal line. TJ.
And I really don't like this.
This is crazy because he's putting himself in a box.
Yeah.
Why? You got a chance to get another first down. Now you're only going to have maybe 2 plays. Like, why would you do that? Just go. If you score with 20 seconds left, he has no timeouts. The game is over.
He ain't at the 1. He at the 3. Could we see that same play where he threw it to Kittle?
Stretch run. CMC's got the room. CMC to the house. Can TJ pull off the upset? He's in the end zone and is 8 seconds away from $10,000. Wesley cannot believe how that last drive went.
And there's a good chance that maybe you either run the ball or kneel this right here.
Bro.
I mean, with the time left right here, there's really no point of getting to. Don't do nothing stupid.
Because if he throws up, I mean, again, it's tough, but if he throws a book.
Fumble to the
2
crib.
points, and then now you lose like that. So you just got to be real patient with what's going on here, real careful.
It's a run. It's Christian McCaffrey, no room. 8 seconds, no timeouts for Wesley. Can he get into field goal range? Can he get a kick to win the game? It's going to start with this kickoff. You got to think on this kickoff. Don't return it. Don't use any of the clock. Fair catch wherever it is. Take it to the 25.
Yeah, you got a fair catch this right here. And what TJ can't do right here, you cannot run like quarters and stuff like that.
Give the 20-yard cushion.
You can't give too much of a cushion to this outside to let him throw a corner route because it's plenty of time.
Look at Paul Krause just standing there. He was spooked. It's most feared, and he was spooked.
Yeah, that's
Got to click on there. If you click on, maybe make a play.
That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, you can't give up a corner route right here. He got plenty of time to get off a corner. You cannot give up a corner route.
What does Wesley have with just 8 seconds on the clock? Needs to get out of bounds.
Does he send the heat?
I send the heat right here, and I'm running with anything deep. That he does. He does the same thing.
He's picked up pretty good. He finds CMC. Juke move back outside. 1 second. Oh, he gets out of bounds. He's going to have a shot to the end zone.
That's a terrible use.
He at least got a shot in the end zone. He has gift route. So if this ball is tipped, his receivers definitely can catch the ball. So
that's true.
You kind of gotta go for the pick right here. I'm a man of I'm gonna blitz everybody right here, and I'm gonna just run back there. I don't even want you getting this ball off. We'll see if he come out in 3 deep.
Nope.
He's still in dollar. I like this decision.
Send everybody.
Send everybody. Send
all the
coach.
linebackers, everybody.
1 second left. Does Wesley have a miracle? Down by 1. Montana back, pressure, inaccurate pass, and TJ does it. In his first live final, he's on to the belt game.
That's a game that you just feel like Wesley, he had full control of, and somehow, some way, you hold your opponent to 2 field goals, and you let that game slip away. You know that's going to be eating them because Wesley played a better game. My eyes tell me Wesley played a better game.
He played a better game. He played a better game, but sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes the situational football really hurts you. I thought West should have tried to take the clock. He had enough time where he could have milked that whole drive. He went so fast.
He could have milked it in the first half. He could have milked it in the second half.
Yeah, he could have ended the game. So
yeah,
taking 3 and then giving him 3 minutes 30 seconds, man, that's a lot of time to go get 7 and take all the clock with you.
Take a look at some highlights. The one thing that TJ did this whole game, Clap, we mentioned it, he kept the ball out of Wesley's hands. Didn't give him 4 or 5 drives to make a play. Made him be perfect on both sides of the ball. The clock management, stellar from the youngster.
Yeah, he did a great job, a really great job of dinking and dunking, taking what he gave him. He never really overreacted, and he really was chewing clock from the first quarter, and it really came to play because with a great offensive player like West, you really don't want to get in a shootout with him because you can't win those, and you don't really want to give them too many opportunities.
Corner right here, nice beamer. Wesley, he just really never tried to manage the clock in this game.
That 4th down pickup, though, the curl route to DK Metcalf, might have been the difference maker. 14-12, Wesley with the ball, 3:30 to go.
That right there, the big play to run man versus verticals. Wesley thinking he was running zone. That was a huge stop.
Yeah, and that illegal forward pass, he went from getting a first down or being 3rd and short to 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
And that just changed the whole landscape of the game.
And of course, he's going to go back to that Paul Krause and say, I don't know how much they paid him, for Krause not to react. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's multiple plays that got before there that cost him this game.
Yeah, it's clock management. I think he's going to look back at this game and realize I got out-coached. I got out-situational Madden. He didn't really get outplayed, but TJ's situational Madden was just way better than West.
18-17, your final score. Joining us in his first live final appearance. He's going to try to compete for his first belt, become the 8th person to win a belt in his first live final. It is none other than TJ. TJ, congratulations, man. Talk to me a little bit about that whole game. You seemed comfortable using the clock, dinking and dunking, finding your way down the field. It seemed like you had a strategy in mind of what you wanted to do to take down Wesley.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to be in dollar, actually, but he happened to be in 6-1. And so I had a lot of setups, but, for example, I'm not trying to clock on purpose, but when you run Mabel, it's hard to bomb it. So I'm going to take my time trying to find the best odds possible for what I think they're adjusting for. And I was doing that, and I just couldn't score inside the 20, which has been a big issue for me this whole year. But I finally got that big one to tie it up. Well, not tie it up because I didn't get the 2-point, but yeah.
But how big was that curl route? I mean, you threw that DK Metcalf. That seemed like a moment that sort of turned the game for you.
Yeah, that curl, I knew it was going to be open because every time I was down and I went to that form, he was manning it up. You man up a curl, that shit open every single time, so I knew it was going to be open.
Yeah, and TJ, just going back to that money drive, this your first live event. You're not that experienced with live events. How do you come up out here and put together the perfect money drive and manage that clock that well with the stakes this high?
Yeah, so like I said, after this patch, it's an offensive game and it's big in clocking. I come from regs, which regs is 40-second play clock, so it's way less plays. It's easier to clock. So to me, I have a big advantage in that part. And yeah, I was just using my RPOs and just dinking and dunking, and I got it done.
How fast was your heart beating that last drive? It was racing, wasn't it?
I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't beating at all, for real.
If I told you you was gonna get held to 2 field goals, would you still think you're gonna win this ball game?
Nah.
I mean, that's crazy for the way you put these drives together. And, you know, I was looking at it, I'm like, man, this first half, to me, you played real conservative. I'm like, I would have went for it. And then you're able to still bounce back. And you get the one stop when you need it to hold him to 3. And it was like, it seemed like Wesley was in full control. And you come up with that one stop, and then you got a guap drive. And you're kind of looking at this situation. What is going through your head?
Wait, say that again? About what situation?
The situation, now you came up with the stop, you held Wesley to 3, now you're down 5, and you're coming to that guap job. What is going through your head? Are you thinking, hey, I'm gonna clock this out, and let me just try to score and see if I can trust my defense?
Yeah, so in that situation, I always I wanna see if they'll give me a bomb. I think I went for the flood bomb, which is the bomb Mabel. I went for that the first play. If they give me that, I'm taking it, and then they just gotta go to score 3 or 7. But he didn't give it, so after that, if I don't get it on the first play, then I'm gonna go in clocking mode. And so then I went to clock mode after that.
I know you got a quick turnaround here. Thoughts on this matchup with John Beast for the belt?
Well, so he runs the same offense and defense as Wesley, so it's probably just gonna be the same exact way. I know what to do, but I just gotta get it done.
Do you feel like you'll be able to beat John Beast, settle in for 3?
Nah. Honestly, I didn't think this game, I was like, you just can't do this, but I had perfect clock management to where I was down only 1.5. But yeah, I gotta score 7 down there. And I knew it was gonna be an issue going into these. I've been struggling in that department. It's hard to score down there in this year.
Well, TJ, congratulations, man. You earned yourself an extra $10,000, and you're gonna be battling for the belt in just a little bit. Great win over Wesley.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget, coming up, we got ourselves a little bit of a reveal stream. Of course, that Season 2 reveal of the most feared items. That's coming up at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's just in less than 15 minutes. So make sure you stick with us and see those items coming up from Season 2 of Most Feared. Let's take a look at our updated bracket. Our final is set here from San Francisco. It will be John Beast battling TJ as they will do it for a belt for $30,000 and for the second belt of our MCS season here in Madden 24. We have a huge final coming up with 2 of the biggest stars in Madden. As user mentioned earlier today, we spoke with our guy Ryan Hollins about who he thought was in this tournament, and he provided a very special surprise. Ryan, I'm going to start with you because I know you're going to give the best opinion out of everybody here, okay? I trust your opinion.
This is crazy.
More than anybody who's on the stage.
You're not getting tickets to the Rockets game.
I'm going to give you a choice. Who is the definitive favorite, or who is somebody that's being overlooked? Either way, who's a player that you got your eye on?
Man, it's got to be John Beast. The last tournament, we went back and watched, and usually we spoke about this. The thing about John, we questioned his maturity. Was he just going to go off the rails at a moment where he just needs to play solid football? And I thought he grew up a lot coming out to this live event. I think this is his belt to lose. Obviously, we know Wesley decorated. He's a dog. We know what he comes with. But I thought the experience really set him for John Beast. And I went back and looked at the game where he ended up losing. And he had to play against his lab partner. We know that's a whole different thing. But in that game, I thought he made the right call, and he's the guy, CTG, if I'm not mistaken, he ain't afraid to go for 2. He ain't afraid to go on the 4th down and make that big play. Then sometimes to win that belt, you got to go take it.
Clef?
Yeah, I think the favorite. I think it can go either West or John. I think both of them dudes right there, and it really kind of should be West, man, because West has been in these finals so many times.
That's true.
This is by far his best chance to get a belt, man. He got to be the favorite. Now, overlook Abram. Most people have not seen Abram play. Abram is really, really good, especially offensively. Huh?
He's flying under the radar.
Yeah, he's flying under the radar.
Both TJ and Abram. We're not even talking about these guys.
But we know like you being able to pop Drini, that puts a light on you. Like, hold on, who is that guy? You know what I'm saying? So, like he says, Abram is flying under the radar. Wesley, we just been expecting Wesley to get it done now. I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking this was Wesley belt to win, but then I hung around the beach yesterday. And something about the aura. Y'all remember my guy, Bruce Leroy? He just had that glow. He was like, listen, I know I'm the best guy here. I just got to go out here and execute. At the end of the day, I feel good. Doesn't matter where they put the game patches, no loop, is there a loop? I feel good playing this game. And to be honest, he's the only guy who's made both first 2 live, and that got to be a confidence booster saying, yes, right now, I should have won the first one, but now I'm back to take care of the second one.
User with John, the thing is we never question his talent. There was never a question if his team was talented. He's not afraid of big moments. It's the discipline. He looked like you mentioned that. I believe the discipline is there, man. This is John to lose.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I can guarantee. It's you're going to hear plenty more from Ryan Hollins throughout the year in MCS content. Ryan, appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, using them leather pants, something else, looking out there like Eddie Murphy Raw,
man. Come on. Come on. I tried to step on him. You know, so I knew you wasn't going to be here. And, you know, talking about my leather pants, I would ask you to stand up because, you know, most of the time when people over here broadcast from the room, they ain't never. Okay.
He got them shorts on. He got them shorts on.
I knew it.
He got them shorts on.
I knew it. Half prepared, man. Get us out of here, man.
Hey, no socks, no nothing, man. No That's socks. Crazy. Feet just on carpet right now.
Straight tops. Straight tops.
The gym shorts wearing Ryan Hollins. Appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all.
I don't know about y'all. Makes me miss the at-home days.
Oh, yeah.
I wore shorts every broadcast.
It's really tough when you got to put together the full suit. This is actually Clef's first time wearing dress shoes. I didn't even know if y'all noticed that. You know, usually Clef be having on them hooping shoes. And you remember W says nasty business. But now we have the official suit and tie GQ Clef the God. I see you with your boots added a couple inches to your height. Now you officially 5'9".
No, if they add a couple inches, I'm hitting 6 foot. First of all, WS Sperry's, man, and cargo shorts. Hey, so what we talking style with that? And man, I miss it too because I used to have them feet out shorts. You know what I'm saying?
We were comfortable when we were in the at home.
I never sweat. I'm up here shining right now.
Yeah.
I'm up here shining like right here.
It's glistening.
It's glistening right now. It was never that at the crib.
Big shout out to our guy Ryan Hollins, by the way. Can't wait to see him more. You know, it did so much fun having him on the broadcast for the Ultimate Kickoff. And I know as we get through these challenges, I mean, there's no break for us. We're continuing with all these challenges. We know he's doing great work over with the Rockets, but he's got as much passion for Madden as anybody.
Absolutely. Ryan, you know, he's been in the Madden community for a long time, and it's great to see, even though, you know, he's a professional basketball player, he loves this game. As you see, he has his Xbox. He's playing Madden. No one's telling him to set up Most Feared behind him. He's like, hey, what's the new cards? He stays updated. He's always asking for reps, playing the game, and it's great to see a guy of his caliber, his stature, love to play Madden and be involved in the community.
Yeah, it is, and he's very knowledgeable on what's going on. Like, he really do know the game. Like you just say, he played the game. And one thing I would love to see, I need that Ryan Hollins versus one great user.
You don't want to see that.
I need that.
You don't want to see that.
Like, I don't deserve that.
Are we talking Madden or are we talking basketball?
Madden.
Okay.
We ain't even talking what I seen use a hoop today. We ain't talking hooping.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking hooping.
That's crazy.
We ain't gonna say who won 21.
Don't just throw that out there. How was user hooping?
Listen, I'm balling.
He got a nice mid-range. User all fundamentals, man. All
Is Tim Duncan? Is Tim Duncan Mr.
all
Fundamental?
Fundamentals, man.
Listen, the problem is I'm a point guard. I'm looking for the assists. You know what I'm saying? But the mid-range, you know what I'm saying, it's butter. But listen, you didn't win either.
No, I didn't. I didn't say I won.
We're not gonna say who.
We're not gonna say who won because they gonna go
that's
crazy.
what he want. That's
yeah,
what he want.
He want that
and we ain't
right
gonna
now,
give
man.
him that. He gonna have to sit on that. We ain't gonna give him that.
Awesome hanging out with Ryan this morning. Here's what I can't believe. Like, it feels like every time we're here, we got like a full like day to get into it. But we started out today with a semifinal, and now we get to head to a final. But we got a couple things to get to before that. First of all, we need to talk about the reveal stream coming up 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is, I'm just checking my clock, like 7 minutes from now. 7 entire minutes. You gotta be here, see season 2 reveal of the Most Feared program, the new items, all the new stuff that's coming up. That's coming up, and you don't have to go anywhere. Just stay with us here, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. We'll be revealing season 2 of the Most Feared program. Also, while you're here, while we got a little moment, sign up. The Harvest Tournament is coming up. Register now. You gotta register before 1 p.m. Eastern on the 23rd. I got news for you, y'all. That's coming up in 5 days. We got ladders coming up this weekend. MaddenChampionship.com, $125,000 on the line. Now, I know there are people out there, they're wondering, can I do this? Could I go win this? I feel like there's some people that need some motivation. And there's nobody out there that can motivate the people to go sign up for the Harvest Challenge than one great user and Coach Clef.
Absolutely. I mean, Clef, let's think about it. This is one of the biggest moments for the people at home. You know, I don't know about you, but the way I feel, it's time. I've been sitting in this booth long enough. I'm seeing people like TJ make his first live. If Wesley gonna go out here and do this, then I guess I gotta suit up. And I don't know about you, but I'm about to suit up in this Harvest Challenge, because Clef, I think it's time. They doubted me. You're talking crazy about Ron Hollins. Y'all sitting at home right now, maybe you can also do it. I don't think you can beat me, but guess what? If you think you can sign up right now and make it to the live event like TJ, like my guy Abram, just maybe you should sign up for the NFL Harvest, for the Most Field Harvest right now.
And just think about it. If you gonna sign up, man, somebody ain't competed since Madden 04.
Hold now.
GameStop tournament, man. If he come out here 40 years old, barely can see, fingers barely can finger, they barely can move. If he gonna come out here and lay it all on the line and fight, what's your excuse? You ain't got no excuse, man.
Don't sound
you ain't got no. Do you want to be great? Do you want to be good, man? What you want to do?
Hey, you're not motivating me.
I am motivating.
No, you're not.
You're doubting. You need that. I know how you
No,
work.
you putting doubt in me. I don't need no more doubters.
You need that.
I don't need no more doubters.
You need to hear that, man.
Listen,
you
man.
need to hear the noise.
No, man.
You tell me the noise.
No, first of all.
You tell me. You jinxed me in tournaments.
I never did jinx you. Listen. No, I didn't. See, that's the problem. You ain't owned it. Listen.
I got info on you.
No. I never jinxed you. You won't own it. For the people at home, see, that's what we're talking about. He always thinking that it's somebody else's fault. I know the reason why I ain't won the belt yet. It was me. I made a mistake. But now that's over. I think if Dubby did it, if Dubby can do it, I can do it. And if y'all sitting at home right now, look at the situation. You got first-timers in the finals. TJ ain't never been here. And guess what? He about to play for the winner of $250,000. And y'all gonna remember his name forever in history if he's able to come up with an upset. Can you do it? Maybe not, because I'm gonna be in the tournament. We know Clef ain't gonna do it. He gonna be in the booth.
No. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Make sure y'all sign up for them tournaments, man. MadChampionship.com. Do you want to be here, man? Do you see all this we working with? Look at the environment. Look at the energy in here, man. Do you want to hear a user call your game? Because I'm not
calling no more games.
That's the farthest
I'm not calling no more games. I'm not calling no more games.
Is he going to play? No.
Listen, I'm back. I'm back. Y'all, I did it before on this stage, and I'll do it again.
When?
I did it with the Panthers Club.
No, man.
That's right. Don't disrespect.
You won so long ago, this stage wasn't even a thing.
It was.
This studio wasn't even here.
That's a lie.
We wasn't even here.
That's a lie.
We was in a gym. We was in a gym, man.
Here.
No, you did.
I made it right here. And I'm signing up for the Harvest Challenge, and I just want to know, I'm giving y'all a chance right now. Because if you knock me out, I'll remember you. I'll tweet you. But I don't believe anybody can do it. You know why? Because I'm going to actually get in the lab. I'm going to actually start grinding. I'm going to be honest. Clef will tell you, I ain't been on the game. Y'all laughing and hee ha ha and on Twim. But guess what? I ain't been really trying to lock in. But now, this Harvest Challenge, TJ making the foul, and there's no disrespect to TJ, but Dub.W is the one that motivated me. I asked him, I said, can you change a few things in the contract? They said, you know what, if you think you can do it, we're going to give you a chance. So that's right. I'm back at it.
Breaking news, man. Breaking news, man. Get signed up for that Harvest Challenge, man. Enter that. Show what you got. No matter where your skill set at, go out there and compete, man. Hit that QR code, man.
Scan it with your phone, boys. Harvest Challenge. Sign up.
I mean, I'm motivated. I don't know about you. We got a belt game coming up. We got a reveal stream coming up. Stick with us. We're going to reveal Season 2 of Most Feared and then hand out that beautiful Madden NFL 24 Most Feared belt. It's all coming up on the backside of this break.
Win a Super Bowl ticket. You're going to win the Super Bowl trip experience. It is, I think, every sports fan's dream.
All right, let's reveal the most feared. We're here for the most feared tournament, season 2 most feared. Nick Mazesco, Clef the God, one great user. I know these people are excited because we got some great items coming out, a full program. But not just do we have some great items, we got 20 new challenges, 10 of the most feared, 10 Arcana challenges. So for those people out there doing those solos, there's some great challenges out there. There's also going to be a release of the second Spirit session set. So got a lot of new things, but we want to get to the items because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for what they can get to, and we'll start out with the 83 overall elites. Ladies and gentlemen, 83 overall, and we start off, how about DJ Jones, defensive tackle for the Denver Broncos. Got Broncos and 49ers chem, 6 feet, 305, run stopper, defensive tackle. We move on, somebody who's doing some work out in Washington. How about Brian Robinson Jr.? Commanders chem, 6'2", 224. One of the great stories in the NFL, doing work in Washington. How about a cornerback? Jonathan Jones, New England Patriot, 5'10", 190. 83 overall, man-to-man corners in there, 86 speed, 83 man coverage, 77 zone. Got to protect up front, so how about Dan Moore Jr., left tackle. Steelers chem, 6'5", 315. Big hoss up front, hoping to protect your left side.
86 pass block. Okay.
Not too bad.
That's what we need. Thresholds.
Right end, Devontae Wyatt. Packers chem, 6'3", 304 at right end. A run stopper, 82 speed, 80 block shed. How about left guard Andrus Peat, one of the great left guards out there for the New Orleans Saints, 6'7", 315. Leading the way for whatever you're trying to do. 81 pass block, 84 run block.
It's not going to make the budget baller list, but, you know, we need 85 pass block, but he's solid.
How about Zaven Collins, 83 overall run stopper. At the right outside linebacker position, Cardinals chem, 6'4", 260. And we close it out with tight end for the New York Football Jets, Tyler Conklin. He's 6'4", 254. Now, what's important about all these, gentlemen, they all come with that most feared chemistry. At 25, your team gets +1 speed. At 50, you get that +2. So that's where these 83s come into play. You might be looking at them going, man, I don't know if I need it. I got a team that's much better. But put some of those guys on your squad, get that most feared chem. And we know that most feared theme team is going to be powerful for a while.
Yeah, it's the best. It's by far the best theme team right now, and it's gonna be the best for a while. You remember Campus Heroes was the same way. You know, you need these 83s because for your backups, you need that extra chemistry to get to that 25, to get that +1 speed, and it's a lot of dogs coming out, man.
And what I like most about the most feared, they have the best line. Best offensive line. Like, we always kind of struggle trying to put together the theme team because we always be like, I need the best line on the game. And most feared, the cards haven't been crazy impactful as far as the people, but they actually are upgrading you in the position that we need. We needed a left guard for a long time. We got that, and now you have the center. So it's like, you know, with Pouncey, it's going to be good the way most feared is with that theme team. 25 and 25, maybe Washington. Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking, that Dave Robinson, you know, that Washington team.
You got Brian Robinson.
You got Krause.
You got Krause.
Sean Taylor.
You got Sean Taylor. You got Dave Robinson. You got the Duke, Vernon Davis, if you use him.
And you still have Deion.
And you still got Deion, who can't play. You know, Prom.
But he 89 speed. He got it. You know.
Prom can't play, man. Prom can return punts and kicks. That's it. But I'm thinking 25 feared, 25 Commanders. I can see that.
You got somebody at those 83 overalls from Brian Robinson Jr. Gets that Commanders chem and gets the most feared chem. Let's go to the 87 overall. These are the heroes from the most feared season 2 release. And we start things off in, we will go to, I think we're going to go to Miami. And Jalen Phillips. There it is, 85 speed, 87 excel, 87 overall, 6'5", 260. Gets reach elite for 2, gets run stopper for 2 if you're looking at those tier 2 ability buckets. You want offensive lineman user? How about we go to the left guard position and we got Landon Dickerson. Boy, that Eagles O-line. I mean, an absolute beast, and you're getting a beast from there. It's that Eagles chem, 6'6", 332. Gets Puller Elite for 2 AP in that tier 2 ability bucket. Let's go to Kazir White. Cardinals, Chargers, and Eagles chem for Kazir White at middle linebacker. Field general middle linebacker, 6'2", 234. Patrolling the middle of the field. Mac Jones. Where are my Patriot fans at? Who's out there rooting for Mac?
They hiding.
Okay.
Patriot fans are hiding.
Sorry
right
about
now.
that, Mac. That one's on us.
You're going to have to ask Beast about that.
That one is on us. We got Jalen Peter. It's strong safety.
Ooh, that's a nice budget card right there. 88 speed, that's a budget baller right there.
Tier 2 ability bucket, gets chuck out for 1, tip drill for 2, outmatch for 1, stonewall for 1 as a zone strong safety. Last but not least, let's go to the tight end position, head to New Orleans. And Juwan Johnson, 87 speed at 6'4", 230. Gets slot apprentice for 2 in that tier 2 ability bucket and matchup nightmare for 2. So now we're getting into those 87 overalls, guys, and you're talking about guys building the budget baller team.
That's a nice one too.
There's some nice players out there.
Able to get slot apprentice right there, 87 speed, 88 when you do the 25 most fear. That's a nice card.
And you get you got another, again, offensive lineman with Landon Dickerson. Got some nice pieces there, and again, it's all about that most feared chemistry.
Yeah, them 87s, man, they can start your team off right, man. If you starting brand new, you get these 87s, you use these most feared, it's a great budget squad where you're not too far behind with your team.
Yeah, and you be wanting other cards like the Patrick Willis. Patrick Willis costs $1.5 million right now, so you might have to spend your money elsewhere, and that's where these 87s come in big.
Guys, want to talk some 90 overalls?
Absolutely.
Let's keep it going. We're going to the 90 overall. These are the Arcana champions from Most Feared Season 2. We start things off in Washington. You talk about Commander's theme team. How about Jonathan Allen?
Oh, we like that.
The rich get richer, man.
The gridiron.
El Toro?
He's got El Toro, his baked on ability, El Toro for 2 AP. 6'3", 300 pounds, Washington chem, and that Most Feared chem.
90 power move, 90 block shit.
The dog. Yeah. That's a dog for D tackles.
If you're looking for a D tackle, how about if you're looking for a fullback? Let's talk about Adam Prentice, the Chariot for the New Orleans Saints, 6', 245. His baked on ability, bulldozer for 2. In his tier 3 ability bucket, he does get running back apprentice for 2. Anybody running fullbacks out here?
Yeah, definitely need him. 87 speed. He's going to be there for that most feared team, 25. Because fullback is always a weak.
It's a tough position to get items for your theme team. Let's go to, how about punter? You talk about another position that's tough.
Baby.
Johnny Hecker. He's got that Panthers and Rams chem.
What is that ability he got?
Inside Deadeye for 2 of AP.
Inside
Deadeye? Run those fake punts, ladies and gentlemen.
The trickster, man. The trickster. Come out here with the trick plays, run your fake punts, man, and have a punter 90 overall.
We've been 83 short accuracy.
83 short accuracy.
Oh man. Could we see some punters out there?
Oh, we done seen them. We done seen them win some big games, man. We seen shout out to Tressway, shout out to Joe.
User, you want an offensive lineman? How about Zach Martin?
Oh,
I mean, the Cowboy.
Post up.
He gets post up as the baked on ability for 2. Tier 3 ability bucket, identifier for 2, all day for 2, lifeguard for 2, natural talent for 2. 6'4", 315.
That post up is 2 AP?
2 AP in the tier 3 ability.
Oh, we might have to lose gift wrap. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we going to lose? Is gift wrap leak? Gift wrap ain't going nowhere.
Gift wrap ain't going nowhere.
What are we doing? I mean, because you kind of want to test post up, right?
Yeah.
Especially the way the sheds are. They're going to be kind of turning over the 4-down linemen. Zach Martin, that's why most feared. This is what I was talking about. Having the linemen coming out there, you need a great line. And they gave us a left guard. They gave us a center. Now we get Zach Martin. Most feared, this package that they're putting together, this is a solid theme team.
Are you guys LTD hunters? You guys looking for those LTDs in packs?
Of course.
I mean, we got some beastly LTDs coming up in a second, but these 90 overalls, all playable, and you love that you're getting, Clef, a punter and a fullback that you can get the most feared chem on. 2 positions that's usually tough to get some of those special chems.
Yeah, they're usually tough, and you usually got to use such a bad player. You know, it's so important in these games to have a punter who's really good, you know, because it can come down to you having to punt the ball, and those yards matter, the accuracy matter because of the meter on the punts, and then just having a fullback, man, on those special teams, not having somebody out there who can outrun you, you know?
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was...
I'm telling you what's going on in my
that.
life with the medical situations, and look how you just firing shots.
I didn't mean to say that.
You know what I'm saying? You talk about...
It was a typo, right? It was autocorrect?
No,
that was autocorrect, man.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about I'm 40. You 28 and bald. Now, let's get that story cooking.
What's wrong with that?
Nah. What you mean what's wrong with that? Where your head, son?
What? First of all...
Where's your hairline?
First of all, I'm 24. Don't add years
Nah, you're 28.
Don't add years to me.
You're 28.
Don't be adding years to me, man.
Pull out your birth certificate. I've had enough.
Don't be adding years to me,
I had enough. You know my ankle bad, and you're firing shots. You fired a shot when we walked across the stage talking about check out his walk. I let that slide. And now you're talking about the fullback run. I said, you know what? That's it.
But that's my fault. My daddy told me always make sure, think before you speak, man.
That's right. And it's your daddy fault for that hairline you got.
It is. It really is, though. I can't even say that about it. It really is, man. Shout out to you, man.
Let's talk LTDs for a second. Everybody out there, LTD hunting when this comes out, available for 48 hours. Let's talk about the Arcana LTD. You wanted big men on the offensive line. Laramie Tunsil, the pocket.
Tackle.
And he gets edge protector for 2 AP is the baked on ability. 6'5", 316. Texans chem, Dolphins chem. And in that tier 3 ability bucket, how about all these for 2 AP? Identifier,
talk about the art.
Identifier, edge protector, all day, lifeguard, and natural talent. And I mean, look at him. He's looking tough.
That art is crazy. Like, you got to have him just off that. Like, look at the eyes, man.
The eyes is tough. And can we get a right tackle to go ahead and solidify the line? Maybe I'm asking for too much. I don't know. But they have no holes right now when you look at the most feared offensive line. And that's one thing about it when you put together these teams, usually the offensive line just be trash.
It's your 90 overall Arcana LTD here from season 2 of Most Feared. Now let's talk about the 90 overall LTD, Amani Hooker. Strong safety, Titans chem. Let me tell you, he's 5'11", 210. His tier 3 ability bucket. Mid-zone KO for 3, deep in zone KO for 2, tip drill for 2, deflator for 2, flat zone KO for 2, outmatched for 1, 89 speed, 91 excel.
Yeah, you got to add, think about with a theme team, he's going to be 90 speed. You look at his ratings, 87 man and 91 zone. Yeah. He's almost a corner playing safety, man. And then you could put on deep end, one of the deep end zones, man. Yeah. That's the best knockout in the game right now.
Deep end.
That is your 90 overall LTD. And we got some 90 overall champions to talk about. What's crazy is you look at these LTDs, you talk about the ability to quick sell them for coins. Everybody knows how good they are, but these items are also really good, especially when you can put a guy like Amani Hooker out there at strong safety that can match up in man, in zone. You can put him wherever you want on the field. That's invaluable.
Yeah, he's tough, and he has that deep end zone. And if you know anything about it, deep end zone should be back there on your safeties because everyone's running crossers, and we don't have many abilities on the defense to help us get stops. So deep end is definitely one. He'll be 90 speed like Clef touched on. That's a card you need. And the left tackle is an automatic starter. We really got to talk about that.
Can we talk about that Laramie Tunsil art, by the way?
It's amazing, man.
That was insane.
Yeah, that's it. Whoever did that, man.
Shout out to the art team for that one.
Yeah, shout out to the art team. Like, you did your thing. You showed up.
Well, we're going to crown a champion here after this reveal stream. But we got 3 champions from the Most Feared Season 2 program at 90 overall that you can get your hands on. Let's start off with the only one you're going to need because he is a Cleveland Brown. That's right, it's Anthony Walker Jr., middle linebacker, 6'1", 235, Browns and Colts chem. He receives Lurk Artist in his Tier 2 ability bucket.
Lurkster, I like it. Yes,
are you trying to change the name?
I know
it's
called Lurk Artist, but chat, go ahead and get the tweet going right now. # Most Feared. It should have been called Lurkster. Let's go ahead and do it.
Let's
change it.
In the Tier 2
That's the petition. Let's change Lurk Artist to Lurkster.
89 speed, 90 excel at middle linebacker?
That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is going to be so big because Lurk Artist is it's called Lurk Artist.
It's not Lurkster.
I'm going to call it Lurk Artist. I'm going to call it Lurk Artist. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go.
Actually, RG called it Lurk Artist. Let's be real.
All right, you gonna just air him out? All right, we gonna Lurkster. 90 speed though, and the Lurk Artist, man, it's like having pick artist and lurker at the same time on these linebackers. They jump really high, and they already play better in the run. So you really need these on your field.
I know we got a lot of Joe Montans out there, but he's pretty expensive to get. Yeah. Let's give you a quarterback. How about from Seattle, Geno Smith. Man, who would have thought about 3 or 4 years ago that Geno Smith would be getting a 90 overall item out of Most Feared?
Not me.
What a job he's done in Seattle. Seahawks, Jets, Giants, and Chargers chem. 6'3", 221. Tier 3 ability bucket. He gets Gunslinger for 2, Roaming Deadeye for 2, Long Range Deadeye for 3, 82 speed, 89 throw power from Geno. I mean, for the guys who are out there not wanting to spend for Joe Montana, this is a really nice replacement.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like Hot Route Master. A lot of people, they feel like it makes them too much complex. A lot of people like to play simple where they don't use. I know people who don't use Hot Route Master, so to come out here and be able to get this Geno, who could be 83 speed, and get gift wrap and gunslinger on him, he's going to be a good option for you.
I know everybody, like we did kind of give you an appetizer because this is the entree. This is the best item, I think. Everybody's going to see Jamar Chase, 90 overall, Bengals chem, obviously. 6', 201, 91 speed, fastest wide receiver in the game, plus add that Most Feared, you can get a +1, +2.
Oh, yeah.
Tier 3 ability bucket, deep in elite for 3, deep out elite for 3, slot apprentice for 2, outside apprentice for 2, red zone threat for 3, and leapfrog for 2, but 91 speed, that's the story.
I mean, if we wasn't sold already on the most feared team with the left tackle, the Jamar Chase, and then the linebacker, 89 speed with Lurch there. I mean, Jamar Chase coming out here with 91 speed. He's going to be the fastest receiver on the field. Nobody's putting together a Bengals, Kim. Let's be honest. We're not doing that. We're going most feared. This card is a must-have. Come on, community. Let's try to keep him up under half a
91 speed, fastest in the game. I mean, can you imagine, though? Yeah, again, you talk about this is where those 83s come into play, getting that 25 theme team. Put Jamar at 92 speed. Hold on a second. We got something going.
Yeah, 92 speed, man. He's so much faster than most of the other players, besides probably Avonte Maddox, who also is most feared, who also gets the 92 speed. You got to have this Jamar Chase out here, man. He gonna be moving different. He gonna be moving different.
So is it safe to say that 25, the theme team, if you can only get 25, it has to be most feared, right?
It has to be, and it's going to, let me tell you, it's going to cost.
And it's only getting better.
It's going to cost everything.
Everything.
But you got to go get it. Get on your grind, play your solos, do your dailies, play mud at the head, play mud champs, man, because these most feared, this is by far, it's going to give you the best chance to win.
Remember, 20 new challenges here in Season 2. Those are your items from Season 2 of Most Feared. You know what? Let's give away one of those Jamar Chases. You want? Are you in?
Can I answer?
Well, I don't know. We're going to give one away right now. The winner of the LSU star and one of the best in the game goes to, let's see if this is one of your lurks, Iron Lung 201. Is that either you guys?
Iron Lung?
Iron Lung, no?
That ain't the one I got.
I feel like they rigged these so we can't win them. Because this is, I've never won one, so congrats to Iron Lung 201. Be on the lookout. We'll be reaching out soon.
You know, I'm a no money spent guy, so you know I have been getting a couple giveaway looks.
I bet you are no money spent. I bet you are an NMS guy. For you trying to rep that is just. You should be ashamed of yourself.
How?
You should be
I
so
grind, I play my
ashamed.
challenges.
The no money spent community should
I'm
be
a level 34. What do you mean?
Man, they would be ashamed of you right now.
No money spent. Y'all know. Grind. Play your solos. Do your dailies. I'm right there with you.
He's looking right into the camera.
That's right.
He motivated you to sign up for the Harvest Challenge. He's motivating you to do your solos right now. It's our very own One Great User. Guys, we get to give away a belt tonight. I cannot wait to see this finals matchup. You see TJ pacing backstage. A new experience for him, winning and getting to wait a little bit. You got to think the adrenaline's running. You got to think the heart rate's up. He's going to be battling it out for that belt against the veteran John Beast. $30,000 on the line. Our second belt of the year on the line. TJ and John Beast. They will have our championship game coming up on the backside of this. You know, our man John, he jolted onto the Madden scene back in Madden 21. He's been a fan favorite since. If you don't know who the beast named John is, then you don't know defense. Newcomers to the Madden community, it is John Beast.
I'm excited to see what he brings to the table in his first MCS major.
I'm John Beast. I would say that's defense. Hold on.
Do it.
All right.
Come on, what's up?
I'm John Beast, and I'm from Hartford, Connecticut, and I'm going to try to win the Madden 24 Ultimate Kickoff belt.
John Beast, how about 3 plays to the end zone?
He sucks. He's not good.
Right up the middle. AP to the house.
To the races. To the 10.
The one that got me my name, put me on the map, was me versus Joe.
Gannon on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to lurk it with Taylor. 5 seconds left. Can John Beast get in the field goal range?
No
Can
way.
he get in the field goal range?
way.
He's going to have a kick. It's going to be an ice kick. The Beast, the kick is up. And it is good. John Beast is in the final 8 of the Madden 21 Club Championship.
I'm John Beast. That's defense.
I yelled out John Beast, that's defense, and ever since then, Madden that became my life.
You got it. Come on, man. Yo, get up, finish it, boys. Finish it. Give it to me.
Looking for the win on the field. And they're going to win it.
Touchdown. Stop playing with me. Oh, so much fun, man. Come on.
With the final pick of the first round, the 8th overall pick, Drini selects out of Hartford, Connecticut, John Beast.
John Beast has had a great Madden 21 season.
John Beast has taken down Goliath for the 2nd time in 2 years. Last year it was Choke, now it's Drini. He's going to another Final Four. The Rookie of the Year continues his streak.
Put respect on my name. Put respect on my name.
So tomorrow, I'm going to win the belt. Now, I'm winning a belt tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
You know, he's looking for that corner route. That's Williams over there. Oh, it is Bucket. He got it in. John B. sealed himself a belt.
So obviously, like when after I won my belt, I started crying.
Look at the emotion from John.
My mom is like my best friend. At that moment, after like the stream was over, after I won, she opened my door. She came to me crying. So when she cried, I cried. She just opened my room, started bawling out. That hit me.
The Miracle Kid, one of the greatest one-year runs we've ever seen in Madden.
Man, if you haven't done it yet, you got to do it right now. Link your EA account with your Twitch account. You can be earning free items in the game. It's Ultimate Team Drops. You can earn that 89 overall MCS Isaiah Pull-Em-Out designed by the 6-time champ himself, Henry. Make sure your account is linked. You'll get those standard drop packs at 120 minutes. You'll get that MCS drop pack containing that Isaiah Pull-Em-Out, which, as user said, might be the best user in the game right now. Just saying. So make sure.
King Henry designed this card, man.
I mean, the King knows good cards, so make sure your account's linked.
If the best player in the world got a chance to create a card, it has to be the best.
It has to be as good as it gets, right? Yeah. He wasn't going to create something that wasn't any good.
You might not know who this guy is, but best believe if you play Madden, you're going to have him on the field.
You're going to have him. One dump truck? I have a feeling somebody in the chat is. I feel like somebody has typed dump truck in the chat, but we're going to give away a dump truck right now. We usually save it for the end of the night, but it's a belt day, so let's give it away right now. The winner of the first dump truck. I'm reading the script. It says first. We might be doing more. Who knows? The first dump truck of the night goes to Future Hendrick 203.
Okay.
Congratulations, Future Hendrick. Stay tuned, guys. Stay active. Use that hashtag on Twitter. Most feared. Let's keep things rolling. Will the Beast get belt number 2 tonight, or will TJ get his first belt in his first live event appearance? The championship game from the Most Feared Challenge is next.
This is 6-time MCS belt winner and recent Ultimate Kickoff champion Henry. After winning the Ultimate Kickoff belt, EA reached out to me and asked if I wanted to help design the next MCS Twitch Drop reward for their Most Feared tournament. And of course, I said yes. I took full advantage of this opportunity and decided to create the Ultimate Madden user as the next MCS Twitch Drop reward. The player I selected is 6'4" safety Isaiah Pull-Em-Out from the Raiders. If you were watching last year, he was a beast in Ultimate Team. He was like one of those must-have players, so definitely need him on the field. With an overall of 89, I told the team I wanted to focus on these 3 stats: speed, agility, and change of direction. This is going to make him the ultimate user in MUT. He's going to be able to jump high, move laterally, extremely fast, and for abilities, Pull-Em-Out was already getting deep inside zone KO in his tier 2 bucket, so I decided to go with 2 AP flat zone KO as his early access ability. What you need to do to earn this item is first make sure you have your EA and Twitch accounts linked. Then you want to watch the Most Feared broadcast on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel on October 18th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Once you do this, you will earn the 89 overall Isaiah Pull-Em-Out to add to your MUT team. And remember, the Isaiah Pull-Em-Out will also go into the high overall MCS champion player set at the end of this season.
The finals are set. We give out a belt tonight as the newcomer TJ, fresh off his upset over the veteran Wesley. He's got to take down another vet. He's got to take down the only belt winner in the field. The beast named John is looking to add a second belt to his trophy case. Here for the most feared challenge, let's take a look at our tail of the tape. It is similar to the tails of the tape we have seen all night long, Clef the God. The scales all leaning towards John Beast. 247,000 career earnings, 55-17 career record, and 7 MCS majors. But if we've seen something from TJ, it doesn't matter who's on the other side. He's ready to play.
Yeah, one game of Madden, man. It's one game, and we seen from TJ, he played a very experienced game of Madden the way he managed it, man. It's gonna be interesting because history gonna be made tonight, regardless. John will get number 2.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, belt day. Doesn't get better than this. As we get ready to kick things off. Championship time, user. Who's ready to give? I'm ready to give out a belt. Are you ready to give out a belt?
Come on, man. You know what time it is, man. The beast named John, TJ, we already seen that he's not afraid of this moment. And now he's going against the beast. The beast is ready to prove that he belongs in the discussion of some of the greatest of all time. Once you win that second belt, then it's how many are you going to run off after that? Are you going to be Skimbo, Henry? What are you going to do? Because we already got people. As we look at the tail of the tape right here with TJ, this is his second MCS season, and to be in the finals. Finals in his first live.
In his first live, he makes it to the finals. In it where he had to fight through single elim, when he had to fight through some legends out there. Guy by the name of Dreamy. And he's out here and he beats Wesley. I mean, an unbelievable run so far. Obviously, he's proud of where he's come so far, Clef, but he's thinking about that belt that's just an arm reach away.
Yeah, just getting here is a confidence booster. You know, it'll put him in a great space mentally going forward as far as what he can do and what he can accomplish. He knows he can get to this point. But the thing is, when you get here, it's very, very hard to get back to a final, man. And to get one in your first time, you gotta embrace the moment, realize how far you came, and get the job done.
On the flip side, we got a man who's already got a belt to his name, and he's looking to add the second one. At just 21 years old, we talk about this young group all the time, user. We got to start talking about John Beast. 7 major appearances, 4 Final Fours, the Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff champion. He's won one in the remote world. He's looking to win one in person.
And you know, Drake said it best. He said he got a whole nother level he could tap into. And that's what we have seen from the Beast. The Beast has been on a tear, not to mention making live events. As much time as he's been putting in on this game, he's streaming. He has over 900 games played online. You just know what you're doing, and you've seen everything when you have played that much Madden. When you've put that much time into your craft, you deserve to be where you're at right now. And the beast named John is just trying to finish what he's already started.
There it is, the prize they're all thinking about, $30,000. I mean, these guys have already cashed at least $20,000 just for some light work, just fighting through a ladder weekend, a single elimination gauntlet, and now a Final Four. Not too bad in the game of John Madden football. You know these guys are both locked in. Story in this one, the veteran versus the young gun. Both young. I mean, it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that John Beast is the veteran in this matchup at just 21 years old.
Yeah, he just got so many more live events. John been doing this for a long time. He's been playing competitive Madden. He's been around for so long, and he's had success. So he has so many more big games under his belt for situations like this than TJ does.
Montana back to pass for TJ with the ball first, just like he started his semifinal game, and he's got DK Metcalf past the 40, past the 35. Patrick Willis will bring him down to the 33-yard line. Second pass goes for 45.
Yeah, TJ, he played his defense the game before. He's going to play the same strategy. John going to double Mabel a lot, crash down, try to get that disengaged from the D lineman.
All we need is got on third play. Torrey Holt to the house. What a start for the youngster, TJ. User, we saw him dink and dunk and use a lot of clock. This time, he's able to score quickly.
Yeah, he's able to motion out that clear out route. We haven't seen that in a couple of years of Madden. Clear out used to be one of the most dominant routes out of bunch, and now it's in that bunch strong. And you see TJ use it to his advantage, motion it out. That's not a regular streak or a regular fade. It bends more towards the sideline, so you're able to pass lead it away from the safeties and the DBs, and that's a nice play call right there by TJ.
And we see TJ talking more, man. That's what happened when you get a game in your belt, under your belt, at this live event, and you win one. You can see just he's way more confident out here.
beam on his first drive, and now John Beast down by 7. Man, something we didn't see TJ do was scoring touchdowns. No need to worry about red zone offense when you score from about 40 out. And you see John Beast, as experienced as he gets, not just in the MCS clef, but just in terms of the number of games he's played here in Madden 24. He knows this game better than anyone, and you saw off that touchdown, he goes, that one's on me. Now he goes out on offense.
Yeah, he knows you can't give up big plays on this game. Like, you can't give up easy touchdown because the red zone on this game is so hard to score. You got to make somebody work.
Deep pass, inaccurate, under pressure. Joe Montana cannot find, look like that was Robinson down the field. Playing some defense.
That's a great job by TJ manning up the tight end with the linebacker, because when you play against Dollar, you know, and when you're running Dollar, you know the one thing that can hurt you is verticals.
Esker, Clef the God, one great user with you. Hey, if you're watching out there on Twitch, do us a favor. Fill out that survey on Twitch. Help us continue to make this a great show. As it's DK Metcalf inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Fill that survey. Help us out. If I was filling out a survey right now on John Beast, I'd say he's got some dots.
I mean, I don't know what TJ is doing with his user, and that's one thing we talked about in his first game, just having bad user. Why does he come off that route? Like, where does he think he's going to make it to?
Man, you got to focus on your luggage right there. You got to focus on what's on your plate. When that's your user, man, you can't be worried about what the quarterback doing. If he run with that route, he had great coverage, and it hurt him last game. It's hurting him right now.
All the way down to the 7-yard line. Goes the beast named John. We'll have the bunch on the left side. DK Metcalf, solo receiver, right side of the field. Joe Montana in the shotgun with Christian McCaffrey on his left. Back to pass Montana. Good pocket. Back of the end zone. DK Metcalf is so open. How do you leave somebody that imposing open in the back of the end zone? Easy pitch and catch for John Beast.
And as we look at it, he's in that Dollar defense. He's not really getting pressure. And I'm looking, do you think he's going to be able to come up with a stop in that Dollar defense versus Beast?
It's just when you get to the red zone, especially inside the 10, it compresses so much. You kind of have to blitz. You have to blitz and have hooks out there from your safety and things like that. He played great defense. He played good defense that drive, but just the user right there, that right there changed.
Like, why does he come off right there? The little bibbity-bobbity, like, where are you going? There's no other route in area. And B said, you want to play games out here, you're going to win, you know. What they say, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Let's see if John Beast's defense can shore up after giving up a couple big plays. 7-7, and we're 2 minutes into the game after the last game we saw with TJ. A lot of field goals. This quarters went by quickly. We've had 2 quick scores here. Montana 7 left. There is nobody open. Really good defense from Beast down the field.
Saw that streak right there. Maybe he could have pass led it to the inside.
Second and 10. Bunch to the short side for TJ.
We got him.
Underneath. Oh, no, that should have been a pick.
Oh, my God!
That's inaccurate. That shit, what the fuck?
Oh, my God!
What the fuck are you saying right now, bro?
These are 2 polar opposite personalities on the main stage.
Here's that clear out once again, but flipped it to the other side, motion out. Does John Beast learn from it? No, he doesn't. Has him again, but doesn't throw it.
He got a touchdown. He doesn't throw it. You got to look at deep first. You got to look deep first. You have to look deep first. Called the right play.
Yeah.
He just did not execute this. The clear out was wide open.
TJ just 20 years old from Dover, Delaware. Looking to win a belt. Become the 7th person in their first MCS final to win a belt in that first final. 4th and 10, he's going for it. It's Montana back to pass. Steps right.
Triangle.
He's going to throw it. Revis is there. It's not a pick, but I think that works out better for John Beast in the end because he gets better field position.
Man, he had everybody open.
Everybody was open.
Everybody was open. The running back, the crosser.
I'm missing everything is open.
I'm thank you.
He's saying the same thing. He missed the crosser was open earlier. The dude who just played that way actually manned up on the running back wheel. He got beat so bad that he ended up playing the crosser late.
Well, John Beast takes over on the 25-yard line. Boy, he could put TJ in the booth to call his own game.
Beamer. Oh, my. Inaccurate.
You know what? It was inaccurate.
Yeah.
That was an accurate statement.
The double post, we talked about that before in that bunch offset. You know, the double post was open, but Beast had it inaccurate.
Montana back to pass, looks to the corner. That time it's on the money. It's OBJ to the 3-yard line.
And, you know, you're wondering, you know, TJ, it seems like in a lot of these situations, he puts himself, we can't say he beats himself because he won last game.
Because he's 1-0.
Because he won. But
he actually hasn't beat himself.
Yeah, he's putting himself in tough situations. He's calling the right play calls. Before that, on 3rd down, has the clear out, wide open touchdown, just missing the read, not pulling the trigger. Runs the crossing route, you know, with the verticals, with the running back going out the backfield. Everyone's wide open.
I'm just saying, at the end of this, I'm going to go home. You know, I'm going to do something. Wife's probably going to get mad at me. And I'm going to pull up the clip of TJ saying, what is you yelling at? That's what I need. I need that clip. Somebody out there, you got that, right?
This is what games are won and lost right here. Inside the 5, inside the 10. And he playing great red zone D right now. You giving up 3 right here, it's a win.
How about giving up?
Beamer. Oh, doesn't keep his feet in. Does he keep
He was open.
And we know John worked. He's probably going to go for this if I know John.
He says, I'll take 3.
Taking 3.
He's comfortable with it. I think he's got to feel after that defensive stop that he's got at least a mental advantage in this one.
Let's be real. He got to stop, but did he actually get a stop? I think he's kicking 3 because he know, man, everybody was open. And to be honest.
So if he goes score quickly, I'm going to get the ball back.
To be honest, I might not ever really get a stop. If this guy settles down and starts pulling the trigger, making the reads, this 3 points might be vital because Beast actually sat up here a couple minutes ago and was like, you know what, I ain't kicking 3, I'm going for 7. But it's a big difference when you're out there missing reads. Look at this, as we look again, once again on the replay, everyone was just wide open, and he ends up just making a late read.
I think he only kicks 3 there because he thinks TJ offense is not that good. And he's seen shaky reads that first drive. Because if that's anybody else who we think he can score, there's no way
he's going for it. Yeah.
He's going for that.
Especially with an open guy on 3rd down.
And you got a free stop. You playing with nothing.
Okay, come on.
There actually wasn't anybody open on that play. That was good defense down the field by John. Good adjustment. 2nd and 10. And for the first time, we'll see TJ out a bunch, go into trips tight end. Kyle Pitts on the left side of the formation. OBJ, Odell Beckham, and Megatron. And he'll throw it to the flat. Take CMC. That's the first time we've seen. We talked about how good TJ was in that first game, taking the underneath throws. Clef. He's been looking way more downfield in this game. It's the first time we've seen him actually take the check down.
I mean, he's had it.
Yeah, he's had some deep shots that he can take, but definitely versus Double Mabel, he definitely need to settle down and really realize what got him here. You know, take the check downs. Don't get away from what got you to this point.
Montana back to pass on 1st and 10. Underneath it is Odell Beckham with the catch to the 46-yard line. And we're finally under a minute to go. This first quarter is taking forever. 10-7 our score. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Twitch, YouTube, and live on TikTok. Put some hashtag. Can we get some hashtag most feared in the chat? Let me see who's having fun out here tonight. As big hit by John Beast. Trying to pry that ball for free. Going to be a 3rd and short.
And I like the clear out play verse 6-1 because he's going to be Maybelline. You're going to have that safety over there. And if he does not third that outside corner or, you know, put on big nickel adjustments, he could have that clear out play all game.
And I like what he's doing right here, just RPOing him, taking what he's getting right here. And like you said, the clear out play, because what's going to happen, he's going to have to third that corner or quarter that corner, and that's when you really come back with corner routes right underneath those deep zones.
He's just going to hit it again.
Uh-oh.
Nice little juke move inside then outside. And we'll go to the 2nd quarter. An eventful first quarter. User 10-7 our score, TJ on the drive. Here's my question. After that drive where TJ gets stopped, holding John to 3, that's got to feel like a win.
Definitely. I mean, that's big because, you know, Beast is normally going to go down here and get 7. And you're wondering if TJ can settle down, start making the right reads. That's a dot.
Okay, Metcalf with the catch in coverage. About 4 Patriots around him, and he's able to make the catch in between them.
I can't believe you missed them reads. Everything.
He's 20 years old in his first live final. Only his 2nd season playing competitively. Boy, if that's not an advertisement, by the way, user, for these people to go out and sign up for the Harvest Tournament. This man just is here competing for $30,000 in a belt in only his second season. You can't get there if you don't sign up.
Yeah, and you know, so many people at home sit back and watch these events and like, yo, I want to suit up and I want to play. Well, guess what? You got to sign up now and put in the legwork because you can't just show up to an event and make it. You got to earn your spot. And right now, the ladders is open, registration is open.
It's this weekend. There's no break. You got to go play now. User, you're going to fly home and you're going to immediately pick up that controller.
Absolutely.
And make the Final Four, right?
I mean, you know, I didn't want to tell the people, but I actually been cooking in the lab out here in Redwood.
I seen it. I haven't even seen you this whole time.
Yeah. Because I understand I got a job to do. I got a lot of
business
people.
trip.
I got a lot of people back home. You know what I'm saying? The Crab 5Z more, Frostbite, all them boys, man. They want to see me back in the live. So I said, you know what? I was watching a little bit of tape and got excited. Like, you know what? Maybe I can.
What tape were you watching?
The Panthers Club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Over and over, reliving the glory.
Yeah, man. You know, I laid some hands and feet on, you know.
I was there.
Here we go.
That's where we met for the first time. And then you slandered me on my birthday a little bit later.
Nice drag right there. Walks into the end zone. Does he get in there? No. Stops him at the one.
Man. Like, what is he doing?
3rd and goal from the 1. Maybe RPO down here?
Definitely. Not stretching.
We've seen stretch out of this. Now he's going to go.
Goal line?
Goal line.
QB sneak.
He doesn't like the look. He was in a mental pretzel right there trying to figure out what he wanted to call.
And Nick, let's not bring up the food. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, man.
Jen's over here bringing burritos, and it's crazy. As soon as you say pretzel, I look right down at the burrito like, you know what?
I didn't even get offered one. She gave one to you and Clef.
Come here! Oh, big stop!
Losing 3 on the play. 4th down, what do you do here? Tie it up?
Shit, man. Fuck.
Once again, inside the 20-yard line. Cannot get the touchdown.
Have to settle for 3. That's big.
4th and goal. We'll tie it up at 10, but that's got to feel like a missed opportunity for TJ.
And how is Beast going to play this? 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Does he, you know, make sure that TJ doesn't get this ball, even if he has to settle for 3?
Take this out to the 25-yard line. All knotted up at 10. Big defensive play. Found some run defense. Swarming. It was Trey Hendrickson first in on the tackle.
Yeah, choose and go to the stretch, not the RPO. You know, right there in that situation in the red zone, I think it's always good to run an RPO.
And you saw him before that play, taking that timeout, switched to goal line. Didn't seem like he loved the look. If there's one thing I've learned being here for a while, indecisiveness is maybe the biggest killer. You got to be confident and know what play you're calling and know how you want to run it.
Hit it right on the head, Nick. You got to just pull the trigger, and that's what the thing about it. He's been indecisive. Has the crosser.
Oh, inaccurate.
Oh, my God.
And that's the thing about it. With that Joe Montana, you cannot move, even if you're trying to just do a little shuffle in the pocket.
It's got to set the feet.
You got to make sure you're set because you will get an inaccurate Joe Montana. People complain about the price of Hot Route Master, but that's the price you have to pay because guess what? Not only can you not scramble with Joe Montana, you can't move 2 feet or 1 foot with Joe Montana without him throwing an inaccurate. Uh-oh, that could be a book.
Oh, Avonte Maddox back there almost made a play.
That's a great swat right there by TJ.
4th and 9. This could be a turning point. It doesn't matter how many times you've been here, user. Always a little bit of nerves knowing that belt that's sitting up there, it's so close you can almost grab it.
You know, you're trying to seal the job, get the job done. 4th and 9, everything gets tight right here.
Hear the 2-minute warning. Montana in the gun. Bunch to the left side. Solo receiver DK Metcalf right side of the formation. And a timeout is taken. TJ, no timeouts left. But he knows how important this defensive stand is.
Yeah, right here, you can get off the field. You know, you've already got stopped one time. This is your best chance, 4th and 9. You got to cook up the best defense ever seen by man right here.
Can the Hartford, Connecticut native find a first down? Bunch to the left. Metcalf tight to the formation on the right. 5-man rush. Picked up briefly. Looking for DK. Swatted away at TJ. Gets a defensive stop.
And that's a big stop right there for TJ. Able to cook up. And the Beast, you know, I thought he had the running back.
I did too, but man, in fourth down, your head is spinning.
You're trying to
Important thing here, though, TJ has no timeouts.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But he's right there at the 27, so he doesn't really need his timeouts. And, you know, it's way different than us up here sitting in the booth than having that controller in the hand, you know, playing in the hot seat. You see everything from the sky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2nd and 11, 2-minute warning. 10 apiece. TJ gets his first stop of the game. Each player with a touchdown, each player with a field goal, each player with the stop. Stepping left with Joe Montana. Great defense downfield. The man coverage, able to lock down all those receivers trying to cross the field. 3rd and 11. Boy, if John Beast can get another stop here, hold him to 3. That's going to be a confidence boost. It is Montana back to pass. Quick throw. Oh, it's just out of reach. And a little fist pump from the
Does he
Beast
take the 3?
Yes, he does.
Didn't burn much time at all. The Beast St. John still has a chance to go down here and get 7.
That's huge.
You can't be mad at that.
It's huge. Not just holding him to 3, but holding him to 3 and only taking...
And didn't take no timeouts with him.
Took no timeouts with him. John B's got 2 in his pocket, and I'm doing my math here. TJ only took 18 seconds off the clock with that 2-minute warning.
Take a look back right here on 3rd and 11. He had the tight end coming open too. Seeing ghosts. I know it's real spooky, most fear, but he did not have to get rid of that ball so quick.
Yeah, that was a quick read. He was trying to get that out of Montana's hands. John B's got bagged last time he was on offense. Can he find 6 or at least 3 here? Montana back to pass. User leads OBJ. And John B hits him with a thank you very much, picking up the first down. 7 career MCS appearances. 4 live finals for the Beast named John. You might say that he's defense, but he needs some offense right here. Empty backfield. First time we've seen him empty it out. Stepping up over the middle, takes the underneath route. That's Torrey Holt. Spine buster to the 49-yard line.
That's a good read right there by Beast, being patient. That was really the only thing open right there, the drag, because TJ was guarding the post over the middle with his user. Oh my.
Underneath, good click on to keep that away, because that was a dangerous throw in the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least drop that.
John looking to become the 7th multi-time MCS champion, joining Henry, Skimbo, Dreeny, Serious Mo, Noah, and Dez. He looks over the middle. He finds OBJ, makes the catch through contact. Under 40 seconds to go. John B's down to the 25-yard line. To the 26-second mark, he will spike the ball.
Remember, boys, these guys are out here playing with gift wrap. That's why the Beast named John isn't dropping some of these contested catches.
Splits Metcalf off the bunch. Metcalf wide right. Torrey Holt wide left. Pitts and OBJ tight to the formation. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Montana back to pass. He's throwing to the corner route. It's pretty well guarded. But what a throw from Joe Montana. That's a beam if I've ever seen one, user.
Sense, dog.
Oh my God, what a beamer. What a beamer.
I don't know about you. It's easy for us to see up here. I didn't see that as open.
No.
And he dropped that in there like a raindrop onto a thimble. Just 21 seconds left. 17-13, John B's with the lead. Take a look one more time. That wasn't just a dot, that was a dip and dot.
Maybe could he swap there? I'm not too sure. It's a
And hit him with the bow and arrow.
It's a beamer.
Hit him with the Fernando Rodney bow and arrow. Montana back to pass. Can TJ?
He has X.
He's looking for him.
He got him.
Over the top.
Good read.
House call.
That shit deep.
Wow.
You know that shit.
Wow.
One play.
How did you give that up? What are you doing?
And that's what we was talking about. That clear out play putting a lot of pressure when he motioned him out. So what happened, he motioned him out, and then he thirded the outside, and then he had the tight end manned up. And Cal Pitts has 90 speed. So guess what? If you don't have a safety over top, you're going to get burnt. And that's what TJ says. How do you do that in this situation? You got to go, a quarter on the outside and have your safeties back either in the deep third quarter, cover 2 clouds, something.
Over the top. Kyle Pitts, like a door-to-door salesman, he's making a house call. And now with 13 seconds left, it looked like John Beast was going to head to halftime with the lead. Instead, it is TJ reclaiming it. All the way back across.
Well, that's crazy.
CMC.
That's real dangerous.
Crazy throw, 3 seconds.
Throwing across the field, not seeing it right before half with 3 seconds. Somebody could have been there. That could have been a pick 6. That's a wild play by Beast right now.
He said that the way that he wins games is by just letting it hang out there. That was as bold of a throw as you can get. Zeros are on the clock. And he'll dump this off to CMC, see if he can't make a play. Got a blocker ahead of him, little convoy. We'll take it past midfield, and that will end our first half. What a finish, what a final 2 minutes. 2017 the score. John B's got to feel like he let one slip there. He had the lead, but gives up the touchdown to Kyle Pitts. TJ, calm, cool, and collected. It will be John B's getting the ball the second half as we kick things off. A little bit of disappointment there, a little confidence from the 20-year-old TJ. OBJ will return this kick up past the 20-yard line to the 25. Good juke move, almost able to get the edge. They'll get to the 26, and that will take us to the half. 20-17 the score. Polar opposite of our second semifinal. It has been offense abound here. Some big plays from the youngster TJ, John Beast. We know the emotion, the fire that he brings. 10 minutes away from finding out who's taking home our second belt of the year and that $30,000 top prize. Very different feels for these two players heading into halftime. Let's give away our final individual mud item of the night. I see it's in all caps, it says individual, it means there's something else coming. The Anthony Walker Jr. item, we revealed it earlier tonight. It goes to Fears Bunny. That's what I'm going with. Congratulations, we'll be reaching out to you shortly. The National Football League announced registration is now open for the 4th annual EA Sports Madden NFL 24 HBCU tournament, an event designed for students attending historically black colleges and universities that have a passion for gaming and football at the NFL Pro Bowl games in Orlando, Florida on February 4th, 2024. For more information, scan the QR code to compete. What a first half. User and Clef, they're giving us a final we asked for. It's been nothing but action.
Hey, man, listen, incredible half. First off, shout out to Aggie Pride HBCU, man. Make sure y'all scan that QR code. Clef, incredible first half. The beast named John and TJ. TJ able to bomb him with 14 seconds right before half. A seasoned vet like the beast named John. You're not expecting him to give that up right there.
Yeah, those plays right there, they'll get you beat. They'll get you beat every time. It's the plays that keep you up thinking, like, how did I give this up, man? You've seen it so many times. You knew what he running. Every time he motioned up, here comes clear out. And to give that up with 14 seconds, TJ doing a great job of just hanging around in these games. Like, he down in these games, but he's still, like, he up 3 right now. Like, he's hanging around.
Like, he's missing reads, and you're saying, like, you feel like TJ has to play a perfect game. Because his first time here, you're like, he has to play a perfect game. But to be honest, even with him missing these reads, even with him getting stops, like, he's up right now, and you're like, how? Because you think if any other situation, any other Madden player, you'd be like, oh, it's over, GG's. But somehow he's keeping himself in these ball games, and now you see Beast having to respond. He's getting the ball at half, and as we're gonna take a quick look at a couple plays from that first half, we're gonna go right here, Clef. 4th and 10, TJ's on offense, Beast is on defense. Now, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I don't know if we got enough animation to draw everybody who open on this play. Everybody right here was open. He probably had 2 to 3 people wide open right here. We got a wheel route. We got a crosser by DK Metcalf. You can see he's manning up the Revis to this wheel route. The wheel route is still open early. Go ahead and roll this play. Let's get this play moving. And you can see this is a big 4th down right here. DK Metcalf, he's open right there.
Can we pause it with them right there?
You got 2 people. We got 2 people to choose from right here.
Just wide open.
Yeah, we got DK right here on a crosser, and then we got Christian McCaffrey up the sideline on a wide open dot.
You just got to let this ball fly right here. Right here, you just got to let it fly. The easiest read and the safest read to me is to the running back to the sideline. Even if you miss it, oh, well, it's going out of bounds in this situation, but still, that's an easy dot. And like you said, both those guys are wide open.
Yeah, these are wide open players, and usually when you do stuff like this, it come back to bite you, but he's weathered the storm. You can see that guy got beat so bad, man up to the running back because he was shaded down, that he played the crossing route.
Correct. TJ missing those reads, and you're thinking, oh man, here we go. You know, that's gonna cost him. But then we take a look at another play. TJ this time, he comes back and gets a huge stop versus the beast named John. And you're looking at these situations, both of these guys, in 4th down situations, 4th and 9. Now we have Beast on the other side of the field. He's already got that stop. You're trying to keep momentum, trying to make sure that TJ pays for that one stop. What do you see right here, Clef?
Yeah, and it's a great job by TJ getting pressure and then manning up this crosser right here because John got this route combo right here is for double Mabel. We got DK Metcalf solo side running that crosser. You can see him get man up so he can't throw this as early as he wants to. And then he came out here with Christian McCaffrey on this Texas route across the middle, and you can see he did a great job of sending pressure, running with that. And that's a hard throw for John to throw that right there because he really hasn't crossed yet. He really has not crossed. He ain't made it. Now, he sent pressure so much that John had a flat route wide open, but you can't scream that right here, so it speeds you up. And this is a great play by Derwin James. And this was a huge play in the game because it evened up the possessions. Now, John was up a possession.
While I'm looking at that play right there, we talked about it earlier in TJ's pass game where he went for the wrong catch animation. In that situation, if he racks it, does he catch that? Does he have to go for aggressive catch right there?
I think right there you got to probably rack it because even if you aggressive catch it, you really aggressive catch in those situations only to stop a pick. A pick right there really don't hurt you. So I think you got to go for the rack. You got to go for the possession, man, because at least you know it's a chance you catch it. With the aggressive catch like that, you're not really going to catch it. You're just trying to prevent a pick.
Okay, and we have one more play to break down the beast right before half. Yeah, right before half. Matter of fact, this is TJ. We was able to sneak this in here. TJ right before half, 21 seconds left. And you're thinking, okay, how many times have we seen TJ do this right here where he motions this guy out right here on the sideline? And absolutely, what is Beast going to do? Because when he goes over top, we're trying to see what is Beast's adjustment for that. But yeah, Beast doesn't come.
Yeah, he manned up the tight end right here. And we know tight ends, linebackers get beat on tight end streaks. So he got the perfect play call right here. He has a streak out here. John decides, hey, I'm in cover 4 because why? I don't want to give up clear out streak to Torrey Holt up the sideline. So he runs cover 4 right here. The thing is with cover 4, he has to run with that corner route. And then he mans up the tight end. And then, like I said, linebackers, they lose the tight ends on streak. Just unacceptable. It's so unacceptable for John to give that up because things like that, they come back to bite you because he was not probably going to get any points. Yeah. And he got 7.
And a lot of the times you be so worried about the corner route, him getting out of bounds. I don't want him to get 3. And that's what happened right there. Brought his safety out of position. Kyle Pitts with that speed, able to make the beast named John pay for it. The good thing about it, Beast made an adjustment for the clear out route. Bad thing about it cost you a touchdown. Bad thing about it cost you a touchdown with Pitts right over the middle. That's a great adjustment by TJ. And you look at this right here. Beast named John gets the ball back at half, but he's down. What are you expecting in the second half? What are you feeling in your gut that's turning? Who's going to pull this out?
John Beast is going to come out here, and even if he's in field goal range, he's going to go for 7. You know, he's really going to go for 7 in his first drive. I expect him to go for it on the drive no matter where he's at in the field. Even if he's in field goal range, he can take a field goal because he's not going to make the same mistake Wes made and kind of, you know, handle the clock the wrong way. I'm expecting TJ, man, can you come out here and do what you're doing? You played a bad half. Mentally, it do a lot for you. I haven't played my best half, and I'm up 3 points for John Beast.
Big difference between TJ's first game. He was clocking. He didn't mean to clock, but he was real patient, real methodical the way he was moving the ball. This time, we saw each guy at least get 2 possessions in that first quarter, let alone the 1 possession like TJ had versus Wesley. Do you see anybody kind of slowing it down, saying, hey, let me try to use this clock? Because TJ, we already seen that he's capable of taking the check downs. We know that Beast has that in this game. What are you seeing?
I think, John, when you come out here and you get ball at half, you want to score as fast as possible. You don't want to milk because you want to give yourself a chance to get this ball back. You don't want to clock yourself, kind of how Wes had it, and then you give him the ball back, 3 minutes left, he's scoring the game over. You know, you don't want to do that. So I think the only time you'll see clocking when one of them get a stop. Now, TJ get a stop, now you'll see him come out here and probably try to milk some clocks, shorten the game, shorten the possessions.
That's it right there. We got the beast named John getting the ball at half. He's down right now. On Twitter, in the chat, #MostFeared. Let me know who you think is going to pull this game out. Who is going to be crowned the most feared champion? As we throw it back to Nick in the booth.
Reminder, guys, that after the final, we'll be back on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, EA Madden NFL channels for post-game coverage. You'll see all the highlights, reaction, exclusive insights from the most feared champion, and maybe a dump truck. Make sure you stay tuned. Only on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, all the EA Madden NFL channels. That's later tonight. Then tomorrow, User Clef and I will be giving you a first look of the most feared Season 2 items we revealed earlier. That's tomorrow on EA Madden NFL Twitch at 2 p.m. Eastern following the in-game release. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow, gentlemen, but we've got 10 minutes to finish up this championship game, and I feel like literally it's 20-17. It is anyone's ball game, CTG. What a pass from TJ at the end of that to get Kyle Pitts over the top. That had to be such a sigh of relief going into halftime.
Yeah, that's a game-saving pass. This game was pretty much over if he don't get that stop. To get that stop right there, that's huge.
Oh, I know you're going for that.
And on the flip side, for John Beast, he's got to be sitting there going, how did I not have a safety over the top of Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, when you make those mistakes before half, it's really, really hard to overcome that, you know, because it's such a bonehead mistake, and he was not going to give up 7. So for John, the thing about John is he doesn't take it too serious, where I can see him coming back out here.
Oh, my God! That could have been 6.
Wow. That's a pick 6, yo.
Oh, wow. I ain't playing bad. I ain't playing bad.
Oh, my God.
And that's a big sequence right there. That's a big sequence right there. Great adjustment by TJ to finally blitz him.
That's a terrible read.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
He got to pay for that.
What happens after drop picks, though?
Touchdown.
See what happens. It is Joe Montana back to pass.
That's the crosser.
He's looking for him. He's got him. It's DK Metcalf. Big play to the 28.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
All right, so far in the last minute, comms from the players, we've heard, I'm so bad, I'm so bad, I'm so bad, and both players hit you with the, oh, my God. Both of them don't know what's going on out here.
Yeah, both of them are frustrated. You know, John frustrated, he playing bad. TJ frustrated because he feel like I could have had a pick six. This game was over with.
Gonna fight back. Montana back to pass for John Beast.
Running back.
And he's got CMC. It's trick to Rocco Rock. Runs CMC into the end zone.
And that's consistent. You know, when you drop a pick, you can just feel it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, somehow, some way, 2 plays later, he gets a touchdown. And TJ's like, he shouldn't even have the ball right now. How in the world is this happening?
Yeah, and that's perfect for John right there. You score with 46 seconds, man. So you give yourself a chance to get multiple opportunities to get the ball back, and you know he can't clock. None of this clock, really. He has to play up tempo right here. And then TJ, you got to score as quick as possible and give yourself time so you don't get clocked as well.
That's a return from DK Metcalf. He'll get up to the 26-yard line as we take a look one more time. This one could have been calling game.
That's tough, and he got to click on late instead of getting a click on early.
And then too easy, over the top. I'm curious, Clef, what is, in your opinion, what's harder to bounce back from? You know, let's say you throw a pick, a mistake that you've made. I almost feel like it's harder for guys to bounce back when they get a little bit cheated in the game. You see something like that. That's got to be mentally tough to bounce back from.
Yeah, drop pick, because as crazy as it sounds, sometimes when you throw a pick, it relaxes you. You feel like you can't make mistakes no more. You know, like, it's like, oh, I can't do worse than this. Like, I've already got that mistake out of my system. The drop picks, it's like, oh, man, this could have changed the whole game.
And so that's where it's going to test the fortitude of TJ. Young guy, 20 years old, in his first live final. He's got to bounce back from that. Can't be replaying that play in his head going, oh, what would have happened if I had that interception?
Yeah, you got to have short-term memory right here. Come out here and get 7, and that play really doesn't bother you as much.
Is that not the biggest key? If you want to learn what makes great Madden players, short-term memory. Forget the mistakes. Forget the big plays, too. Don't celebrate your plays. Short-term memory.
Yeah, you got to be neutral, because a lot of things are going to go against you in Madden, and a lot of things, you're going to get lucky on a lot of things as well. So you just got to roll with the punches and understand Madden going to give it, and Madden going to take it.
And it's ruthless.
I'm going to be honest, when I'm sitting back looking at TJ's offense, when he's running the trips tight end, it seems like Beast has DBs just in a better position. And that's a nice corner route right there. It just seems like the defense is tighter. When he's been running the bunch strong, it seems like he's just been having open guys but just missing the read. And, you know, he had the bomb right before half, and I'm wondering if he's going to lean more into the bunch strong this half, or he's going to kind of, you know, lean more towards that trips tight end.
Pressure up the middle, actually picked up late.
R1 wide open.
Rolls right,
Takes the
looking
crosser.
end zone. Torrey Holt, great swat, great trail play there from John's defense, able to keep a touchdown off the board.
Yeah, that's a great job by that safety right there, getting all the way over to the sideline at the front pylon and knocking that out, because that was a good play call to get over that 30-yard flat.
Bunch tight end.
We are seeing TJ. He's using a whole lot of different formations. Bunch tight end, bunch strong. Seen the trips tight end come out. Montana back to pass, covered underneath, covered in the intermediate. It throws late right side.
Get down.
Side step from OBJ. Picking up a first down. Sigh of relief from TJ.
And he got to be careful, man, because he's juking into his sticks. And if you juking into stuff on this game and to tacklers and defenders, you're going to fumble. Like, there's no, like, oh, I'm not going to fumble. Like, you going to fumble.
There's fumbles in this game.
There's a lot of fumbles in this game.
It almost feels like there's, it might just be anecdotal, but it almost feels like there's more fumbles than there are interceptions at times. Like, it might be easier to get a peanut punch than it is to get a pick at times.
It is.
1st and 10. No! Oh, picked up! Paul Krause caught that one. He wasn't standing still there. The interception machine gets one for the Beast.
Stop throwing
Paul Krause, the interception king, baby. Listen, this has always been one of my favorite cards in the game. Just because his name, his slogan, and right there, it looked like that was an option route, and he stopped running the drag. Am I right, Cliff?
It was an in route, but he crossed the middle of the field, and that happens sometimes where they will stop running. So you kind of have to like be patient and wait. The same thing happened when the running back run that Texas route, that angle route up the middle. They will stop sometimes, so you have to really be like focused on throwing that.
Huge drive here for John Beast, throwing to OBJ. Good knockout. Take a look one more time. Here it is, running back. Almost just a little hitch in his step. A little hitch. That was Torrey Holt across the middle. And boy, I can tell you, there's no worse feeling than when you hit the button to throw the ball and you heard immediately TJ goes, oh no.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens on this game frequently. So you have to definitely be mindful. When they crossing that middle of the field on those short routes, you got to make sure he's not stopping.
Got to be resilient here. Plenty of game left. 2:12 to go in the third quarter. Championship game here for the Most Feared Challenge. John Beast waiting, looking good defense. He'll throw this one away, bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this is a good job by TJ right here. He's running double Mabel, but he's manning guys up too. Because double Mabel can get beat by that vertical short side. That's a good cover 2 beater with that real wheel route. He did a good job of manning them up right there. So even though it was cover 2, he had guys manned up to where he couldn't bomb them.
Now he's got a bunch to the wide side. Torrey Holt, the solo receiver, wide left. From the left hash mark, Montana back to pass, the Notre Dame product. Waiting, looking, gets hit as he throws. And 4th and 10.
Come on, bro. It's wide open.
And the
Give me
Beast
some
right
time.
there, he just wants a little bit of time to be able to hit that tight end on that wheel route. But big shed right there by TJ, and Beast is going for it on 4th and 10.
Boy, talk about a good way to bounce back from when you throw an interception if you're able to get a 4 and out on the next drive. See if he can. It's Montana. Back to pass, pressure picked up. He's got time. That's well covered, and it's swatted. And TJ gets the stop back and forth. Seesaw action here from the Most Feared Challenge.
And TJ is very resilient, man. We see even in the first half, he got a stop on John after making a mistake. The fact that he getting these stops out of what's going on in this game, it shows you a lot about his character as a Madden player.
And we're back to where we were. Down by 4 with ball. TJ from the 32-yard line. Quick pass to the flat. Nice catch, big hit. Isaiah Simmons laying the lumber. Let's take a look at this 4th down play one more time. I mean, there was nobody open.
Nobody.
Yeah, that's a great defense by TJ. So he had a 30 flat on the bunch side. He blitzed and then had just a 3rd on the solo receiver side. So the only thing that could hurt him right there was running with that tight end. And he just did it. That was a great user by him to stay with that route and have discipline.
How impressed are you by this 20-year-old? Out here on the big stage, the resiliency, the maturity. He looks like he's been here. He looks like he might be the guy who's had 7 live final appearances.
Yeah, he playing resilient Madden, and things haven't been the best for him this game. He's not playing his best game. Things have went against him, and he doesn't have any experience, live event experience, to play like this and to be able to bounce back through the adversity. I mean, it says a lot about him.
3rd and 6 for TJ. He'll move Christian McCaffrey over to the right side of Joe Montana.
And I think it's 4 down territory right here. I believe it really is. He has to go for this on 4th down.
Good defense, man.
Good pocket, good defense. R1
might
over
have
the
sway.
middle is
He might
not
have sway.
there. The route bounce gets open. Torrey Holt with the catch.
Oh my God.
One of Kurt Warner's favorite targets, paid on first down for the 20-year-old from Delaware. It's fitting that TJ is a track star because this has been a track meet out here. Non-stop action. Nick Mazesco, Clef the God, one great user. Remind guys, post-game coverage on social. Over the top, DK Metcalf. TJ, TD, he takes the lead.
And that's a beautiful play call by TJ right there. Caught John being aggressive. Nobody was on the crossing route from the slot receiver, so John was in the bind. He either got to run the running back route up the middle or run the crosser. He was in no man's land, and just a great dot by TJ.
And yet, 40 seconds left. I mean, John's sitting there saying how bad he's playing, worst game of his life, but guess what? You're only down 3. As there's the replay of the touchdown, wide open to DK Metcalf. A little settled down, a little. He hit him. User, have you ever seen a player hit himself with the be easy?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it myself a couple times. Like, you're just making too many mistakes. You're still in this game. You're just like, hey, just relax. You've done the work to be here. Just relax.
Why does he keep fucking blitzing, man?
Has the tight end.
Oh, he threw that!
It's the bag, man!
Wow.
Oh my God! DJ had a far flat on that side. His flats got manned up. Knew he was running with the wheel route and ran over that. And that's a crazy play by Isaiah Simmons. And John is uncharacteristically making key mistakes in this game.
And just like that, TJ, firm control. Can he capitalize?
Oh, shit, I'm motioning wrong. Oh, man.
You got to be in 7 mode right here. You cannot settle for 3. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive.
Montana back to pass. A lot of receivers running to the left side. A lot of defenders over there.
Dude. Oh my God, this is bad. I mean, this is bad.
I should have just called a timeout, bro. I should have just called a timeout.
.29 seconds left in the third quarter. Off the turnover, TJ with the ball. Back to pass, quick throw over the middle. Kyle Pitts with the catch. Good animation, gets 9.5.
Cliff, what are you seeing right here? Like, Beast, you're looking at the situation. He's making uncharacteristic throws, bad reads, interceptions, and he kept bailed down on their other drive, and he was able to get 7. This time, throws right at the user, and, you're just not expecting him to make those plays.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't understand what he's doing right now because he's been here before and he plays loose. We always see him play loose and never really make these kind of mistakes. I don't know what's going on with why he's overcomplicating what's going on. He's making this game way harder on himself than he has to be. TJ's playing a good game, but you combine, he's playing a good game and you playing your worst game. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster.
As we hit the fourth quarter, guys, scan that QR code. Register now for the Harvest Challenge. Ladder start this weekend. You're not going to want to miss it. Your chance to get your piece of the $125,000 prize pool. Scan the QR code. Don't even need to remember it, but if you forget to scan it, maybe the camera's not working, MaddenChampionship.com.
And the worst thing you can do right here if you TJ is milk this clock and only go up 3 points. You can't be in the middle, man. You can't milk and get 3. You have to milk and get 7 and put it away.
Montana back to pass on second down, stepping left.
Takes the drag.
And he's got him down the middle. Possession catch, end zone, touchdown.
That's so high. Oh, my God.
There's so many people open. The drag's open. The post is open.
All you need is one more.
No pressure, no coverage.
And I'm impressed what I'm seeing with TJ right there. That's a perfect cover 2 beater, that post split right up the middle. And he just been hanging around all day. All day he's been hanging around, and when he needs to make plays, he's been making them.
Take a look one more time at the pick. Clicks on, and Simmons able to catch it. And then easy over the middle. Pull him out, just can't get there. Torrey Holt for 6.
That's fine.
Now it's time. Clef, we've seen the resiliency from TJ. We need to see some resiliency from John Beast. Plenty of time down by 10.
Yeah, and if you're John right here, you can't just think about the big play. You got to play this game, and you can't really think about, hey, I need this many points. Because you can't get caught up trying to bomb every play. Work your way downfield. You got 3 timeouts. you got plenty of time to score and still get a stop.
And by the way, John has gotten a couple stops today. Let's not pretend like it's been back and forth. He's gotten a pick. He's gotten a stop. So we have seen the evidence that he can do this. 1st and 10. Montana throws it to the right side. High ball. Kyle Pitts. He'll take that all day. Uses a couple seconds and gets 7.
And if you TJ right here, the one thing you don't want is what's going on right now. Just keep getting out of bounds. Like, you should be fine with anything but him getting out of bounds. You know, because at the end of the day, he's going to have to stop you. Your offense is going to determine this game.
Quiets down the crowd. 2nd and 3. Stepping up.
There's the post.
He's got some room. Torrey Holt to the 10, to the 5, to the crib.
Good dog.
Got a little bit of
life.
And John come back with the same concept that beat John. The cover 2 beater, the post up the middle. John come back and run it on TJ. Same results, 6 points.
A deep sigh from the Madden 22 Ultimate Thanksgiving champion, John Beast. Down by 3, kicking the ball off, 3:51 to go.
I like the decision for the onside right here.
Yeah, and that's what it's
even if he doesn't get it, you know, shortens the field.
Tommy Townsend.
Oh,
he got it! An onside kick in the MCS. We said they're possible, Clef the God, and we have seen one, and TJ can't believe it.
And oh my goodness, man. That is crazy. That is
TJ's
beyond
face.
crazy, man. You're not even thinking about getting it right there. You just like, I don't want to be clocked. To get that in that position, it feels like it's destined.
I need to see Twitter go crazy. An onside kick recovery here in the most feared challenge. That's a defibrillator if I've ever seen one. The hands team out there with no hands.
I'm wondering that situation.
Oh, there's no CMC. To the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Yo, this is crazy.
I put the game to turn right there. From having it all to being down 4 to being up 10.
There's a lot of time left, though. He left a lot of time on the clock.
We're gonna get the same situation that we just saw.
Do
with
you
him
onside
and
kick again?
Cliff, I got a question I was trying to touch on before he just went to the crib with McCaffrey. In that situation, in kicking it onside, maybe I'm looking for, you know, K-Spade to death, but who has gift wrap in that situation?
How does K-Spade get you straight here? It's unbelievable. He's at home trying to enjoy himself, and User throwing. You know what that is? You know what that is, User? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Maybe, you know, the onside team has gift wrap in that situation because
that's not crazy. You know what that is? That's strazy, because he's catching strays out here. 38-34.
Shout out to K-Spade, man. We miss you, bro.
He's making calls like, we got to get User off these broadcasts.
Got the crosser.
Looking down for the that's a ball picked off! Oh my, how this has changed in about 3 minutes time.
Wow.
Isaiah Polamalu.
All I say, that happened to me. That did happen to me versus Gabago. Thank God thank God.
Yo, I just completely outplayed him. This is crazy.
You did. You really did. I'll give you that.
It's still time, man.
And it happened so fast.
It happened.
Like in 1 minute.
Is that the craziest
1 minute.
fourth quarter? That sequence from about the end of the fourth quarter to now might be the craziest sequence we've seen.
That right there was insane. I've never seen something like that in the MCS where a game just flip over that fast, that quick.
Can we talk a little bit, though, just for a second, about the addition in Madden here, Madden NFL 24, the high kick in the onside, the speed onside, giving you a shot.
The bounce. All you need is a chance.
Yeah, it's the scariest thing in Madden right now is when you see them come out in that onside.
How about this? John had to defend an onside kick in his last game, and he gets one in this one. The special team's coming up big.
And Clef, you know this better than anybody. The look on TJ's face right now. What is he thinking?
Yeah, he just like, man, I was that close. You know, I had full control of the game, and something just happened like this. And you, like I said, it's so hard to get to a finals. You never know when you're going to be here again. Especially when a game changed that fast. His emotions are all over the place.
You're up 10 in the fourth. You're like, it's over, baby.
You thinking it's over?
Y'all go ahead and pop the confetti.
Yeah, you already thinking about what you about to post on Twitter, Instagram, the speech I'm about to give. All the
But here we go. Listen,
oh, yeah.
It's 3rd and 8. $1:42, full complement of timeout still for TJ and John Beast. Let's see if TJ's got some defense here. Is this play clock down under 10 seconds? Really good user, but Montana takes off, and he picks up a first down. And now those timeouts are going to have to come out of his pocket.
Yeah, that's a great scramble by John right there to just pick up that first down. Don't force anything. Don't wait too late to scramble, because if you wait too late, you're going to get disengaged by that defensive line. So that's just a high-level play by John Beast.
The onside.
Woo-hoo.
The onside. Live?
Special teams plays live in infamy. Remember, I mean, one of your boys, Bugatti Boogs, the blocked field goal in the Atlanta Falcons. This will go down in history as one of the craziest plays we've seen.
I mean, I don't know how many onsides we've ever seen recovered. We got to get Donnie Moore on the line. We need a stat on that.
In a live final?
In a live.
1?
3rd and 1. Can he hold the door?
That's a great cut by John to cut that all the way back. That was a good user by TJ, but John just great vision to cut that all the way back. And I believe right here, this is 4-down territory for John as well. If he don't pick this up, he's going to go for this and just finish the game.
Choosing to come out here in 4-4.
Smart.
Fully committing to the run. Oh, the user, he hesitated.
And a first down is picked up.
Wow.
It is all but a formality here.
I don't care, dude. Oh, my God.
Wow. And that's how the beast named John wins his second belt. Onside.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, yes!
And the celebration begins. 21 years old, he joins Henry, Skimbo, Dreamy, Serious Mo, Noah up next, Dez, and now John Beast joins that group as a multiple-time belt winner.
Shout out to God and shout out to the Yay gods.
Gives a shout out. You gotta love it.
He shouted out K-Spade right there. Y'all did.
Okay, the second straight for the Spade. This is unbelievable.
Oh, my God, man.
I mean, again, resiliency. Resiliency, thy name is John Beast. As the final seconds tick off, he won one remote, and now he's going to get one in person. The zeros are on the clock. Hold up that belt, young man. John Beast is the best. Once again, twice as nice, the two-time belt winner. John Beast, your most feared champion.
It feels good to win number 2. That feels good. That feels good. But hey, we take it. We take it.
The 7th multi-time MCS champion at just 21 years old. Unbelievable game, an unbelievable 2-minute sequence, Clef, and he picks up his second belt.
Hey, they don't care how you win. There's no column for how you win or how you lost, man. You either do or you don't.
Yeah.
You get.
No one's gonna remember at the end of the day. They're gonna say
it's
the beast
real.
named John got
Keep
2
looking
belts.
at it, man. It's real.
The beast named John has 2 belts, and hopefully TJ's gonna be able to bounce back from the situation, be able to come back and continue to build on the legacy that he's trying to do. But like you said, no one cares how you won. At the end of the day, Beast doesn't even have to talk about that onside. He's gonna talk about it right here, and after that, he's moving on.
He is your most feared champion.
Beautiful. Can't fit around my race.
A reminder, guys, we'll be back next month for the Harvest Challenge. Registration is now open and runs through October 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern, but ladders begin on October 21st, just a couple days away, so don't fall behind. Sign up now, and you could pick a belt like John Beast did here. A reminder, guys, we got one more dump truck to give away right now. The winner is Dr. XPYJO. I'm not even going to try to come up with a pronunciation, but congratulations, man.
Drippy Joe, man. Come on, man.
Oh, my God.
Drippy Joe.
I don't want to talk
Shout out to Drippy Joe in the chat.
I appreciate you translating for me, because I was like, Dr. Is that Joe? Whatever. Head on over to the EA Madden NFL Twitter and TikTok channels. We'll have post-game coverage. We'll talk with the champ, and we'll wrap up what has been an unbelievable most feared challenge.